What's the latest line on Carter? 4 to 5? Pass. Anything good in the senatorial? No, forget it. Put $6 on Hawaii to go Republican. Yeah, I heard a little something. My uncle's got a schmata business in Honolulu. That's right. Good.
Don't you have anything better to do with your time?
Nope.
No murders, no muggings.
No rip-offs, no rapes.
It'll make you lose your faith in human nature.
Well, I did my patriotic duty. I voted.
Congratulations.
Yep. Boy, it's really exciting down there at the polls, you know? People laughing and joking. It's kind of inspiring. Yeah. Did you vote yet?
No, not yet.
Who are you going to vote for?
I haven't made my mind up yet.
Well, are you a Democrat or Republican?
I haven't made my mind up yet.
Here's your coffee.
Thanks. Is it fresh?
The grounds are. I can't vouch for the water.
Well, what could live in your coffee? Won't you check out these hot sheets against the APBs?
Yeah, did you vote yet, Barney?
No, not yet. I got time.
Who are you going to vote for?
Vote for a lot of different people. One for each office, of course.
And for president?
Yeah, I'm going to vote for one of those.
Who?
Oh, Joe, the secret ballot is one of America's most treasured possessions.
Yeah, I know. I just want to find out if we dig the same guy. I respect your opinion.
Barney, would you still respect my opinion if we don't vote for the same guy?
Sure, Barney. You're not going to vote for someone crazy, are you?
Okay, Mr. Crippen, come on, inside.
Oh, this is all a terrible misunderstanding. I assure you I can pay for those things.
Then why didn't you?
I didn't have time.
But you had time to shove a few things into your pockets, though, didn't you?
Please, don't treat me like a criminal. I'm under a doctor's care.
What's the matter with you?
I'm sick.
Shoplifting, Barney. Siegel's department store.
It was just an impulse.
Mr. Crippen, you want to have a seat over here, please?
Say, you wouldn't happen to know a Shirley Feldman, would you? Lives over on 66 Central Park West?
No.
I was just curious. She wears things like this.
Mr. Crippen, would you like to have a seat over here, please? What is your address, sir?
4357 Riverside Drive.
Okay.
Look, I didn't really mean to steal those things. I've always paid for them in the past.
It's nice stuff.
Please, if this was to get out, it could ruin my reputation. Just let me take those things back.
Look, I can't do that, Mr. Crippen. You see, the kind of stuff you stole can't be returned.
But they've never been worn.
Barney, the guy on West 10th says he got hit in the head by a toilet seat.
Beg your pardon?
He says he thinks it was thrown from a third-floor apartment.
Dietrich?
Yes.
You involved in anything?
Oh, a little of this, a little of that.
Yeah. Check this out.
Toilet seat fell on West 10th Street from third-floor window. Any survivors?
Fortunately, it was unoccupied at the time.
It would be embarrassing if the fall didn't kill you.
Barney, I checked out Mr. Crippen. He's got no previous arrests, good family, responsible businessman. He's got an office in Wall Street and charge accounts at all the big stores in New York.
Did you call Siegel's?
Yeah, they're pressing charges. I mean, they were very understanding until I told them about the other charge accounts.
Clarence Darrow, you're not.
Sorry, Barney. By the way, he wants to vote, too.
Oh, that's commendable.
Yeah, well, he was on his way to the polls when he got picked up.
First things first.
Yeah.
You know what? It used to be a cinch to pick the presidential race. You know, the guy with the longest name always won. Truman over Dewey, Eisenhower over Stevenson, Roosevelt over everybody.
That's to beat McGovern.
Yeah, he screwed up everything.
You might say that.
You're a Democrat, right, Harris?
Man, are you kidding? Do you know how much I paid for this outfit?
Hey, you know, as of the last half hour, Ford was even money.
I thought you bet on Carter.
I don't care who wins. It's the sport of it.
2 hours locked up in a toilet. What was I supposed to do?
You're lucky you didn't kill somebody. Have a seat. Chair, Mrs. Relton. She threw this out the window with help written on the lid. Just missed the guy.
I only did it to attract attention.
That'll do it.
Her husband locked her in the bathroom.
Why?
Because I told him I had the right to vote for anybody I wanted to.
Democrats.
Inhibiting someone's right to vote is a federal offense.
Well, I certainly hope so.
We're going to have a little talk with Mr.
Relke. R-E-L-K-E. Charles Kaiser Relke. And I would like to have him arrested.
Harris, you and Dietrich, let's find Mr. Charles Kaiser Relke. Bring him in for questioning. Mrs. Relke will give you the details.
Okay, Barney. Mrs. Relke, you want to have a seat over here, please?
Well, what would you do if somebody told you you couldn't vote?
I'd move south.
Got any evidence tags?
Yeah. Here.
Thank you. Got any coffee left?
Sure. Wash your hands first.
Hi, Barney.
Inspector, what can we do for you?
Hey, you got some security set up over at the Greenwich Hotel for the night? It's gonna be some big doings going on over there, you know?
Party for a local politician, isn't it?
Yeah, a little shindig for Jake Schofield, our next city councilman. With a little luck.
Jake Schofield. I've been reading his name in the paper, haven't I?
Yeah, get this, Barney. If Schofield gets elected, guess who's got a shot at becoming the next full-fledged police commissioner of the NYPD?
No kidding.
Yeah, huh? How about that? Huh?
Schofield. Wasn't he involved in those garbage payoff scandals?
They never pinned a thing on him, Barney. I've known Schofield for 2 years, ever since he was assistant bookkeeper at the Department of Sanitation before he had a dime. You know how the newspapers jump on stuff like that,
Yeah.
Sure.
Captain Miller, the polls will be closed in an hour.
Okay, Mr. Crippen.
Who's that?
Oh, it's Mr. Crippen. He was arrested for shoplifting. He wants to vote.
Who's he gonna vote for?
I haven't asked him.
What did he lift?
Captain Miller, it's my constitutional right to vote, isn't it?
All right.
Even under these circumstances?
We'll see what we can do. Bojo, take Mr. Crippen over to the polls, let him vote, and then bring him back.
Sure. Who's he gonna vote for?
I haven't asked him.
You stole woman's drawers?
I didn't intend to. I wanted to pay for them.
Little present for your wife, huh?
I'm not married.
Huh. Ain't you disgusting? Joe.
Yes, sir.
You vote yet?
Sure did, Inspector.
Good. Probably voted for Jake Schofield, right?
No, I didn't vote for him.
Well, shame on you, Wojo Howard. He's just a man the city desires. We haven't had a candidate like Jake Schofield since the days of, did you ever hear of Tammany Hall?
Yeah, they were a bunch of crooks.
Where did you get that?
I learned it in school.
School. Consider the source. Yeah, well, I'll see you around, Bart. Oh,
Yeah.
listen. By the way, when me and Schofield make it, you know, don't think I'm going to forget my good friends here at the old one, too. Huh? Maybe a fresh paint job, no drinking fountain.
We'll keep a good thought.
Yeah, oh, what's the pervert's name?
Crippen.
Hi there, Mr. Crippen, sir. One moment, please. May I ask you to remember the name Jacob Schofield, city councilman, Borough of Manhattan?
Jacob Schofield. I've heard that name.
Of course you have. Sure, he's for justice, progress, and, well, all that other good stuff like that there, you know?
Oh, I'll keep him in mind.
That's all I could ask, Mr. Griffin. Thank you, sir. I'll tell you, Barney, first thing Schofield's gonna do when he gets elected is get freaks like that off the streets. Cherchez la femme, Barney.
If my husband's not at home, he's probably in the park yelling at somebody.
We'll find him. We always get our man. Cop talk.
He never talks. He always yells. He's been yelling for 18 years. I can't even hear normal conversation anymore.
Would you like some more coffee?
What?
Coffee.
Oh, no, thank you. I can't drink coffee. Do you have any more of this?
Roger not back here?
I guess the polls are crowded.
Yeah, I want to get there myself. Mrs. Relke, it won't be necessary to hold you. After we've questioned your husband, we'll contact you.
I appreciate it.
And if you want to vote, better get a move on. Harris and Dietrich checking yet?
Haven't called in yet.
Listen, is there anything wrong with my voting Republican?
Oh, now, take it leave.
I mean, what's his name hasn't done such a bad job so far, has he?
Okay, Mr. Ralphie, step inside, empty your pockets, and take a seat, huh?
This is Mr. Relke, Barney. We found him in the park yelling at people.
So, this is the payment for 18 years of devotion, right, Edna? Dragged into prison in irons like some animal, huh?
I just wanted somebody to come and get me out of the bathroom.
Sure, me. Get me, take me, buy me. Did you ever have a thought for someone else, huh?
I had to throw a toilet seat out the window.
Oh, sure. What do you care? It's only money, right?
Mr. Relke, preventing someone from voting is a violation of their civil rights. That's a federal offense.
Well, someday you'll thank me.
He locked me up in that bathroom because I wanted to vote Republican.
I'd like to see you try to get away with something like that up here.
Harris!
I'm sorry, buddy.
You see what it is? She don't know the issues. She don't know the people. She don't even know foreign policy. She don't even know gross national product. You know the problem with us, Edna? You never grew with me.
I get a right to my opinion.
Mr. Relke, this is more than a family squabble. It's a question of constitutional law here. Your wife has the right to vote.
Sure. And what about me? Don't my vote count, huh?
Of course it does.
Look. I vote Democrat because I pay attention. I mean, I read and I know the issues. You see? And out of pure spite work, she's going to vote Republican just to cancel out my vote. So help me, Edna, if I had you alone for 5 minutes.
No threats.
Barn, could I talk to you a minute?
Where's Crippen?
He got away.
Escaped?
Barn, could I talk to you a minute alone?
What happened? How'd he get away?
Barn?
Did you put out an APB?
Barn?
In my office.
Well, I had to take his handcuffs off so he could pull the lever. And they made me wait outside the booth, because that's the law.
And?
Oh, and after about 20 minutes or so, I started to get suspicious.
Good.
But I figured he was just having trouble making up his mind. I mean, it took me a half hour.
And?
And so then, when I looked inside, he crawled out the other side. I mean, it really stinks, Barn. You do what you can for a guy. You gave him his rights. Wojo, take him down to the polls and let him vote. And this is how he thanks you. He runs out on you and makes you look like an idiot.
Are you assume you took some steps to preserve my image.
Yeah. I put out an APB on him, and I got a car waiting at his office and a car at his house.
I appreciate that.
It's okay, Don. You know, this don't make me look too good either.
You got away from me, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, look, don't worry about it. It's just something that happens. I mean, we're human. There's nobody that's perfect. We do our jobs, we do the best we can, and every once in a while, because we're fallible, the unforeseen happens. It just happens, you understand?
You ever lose a prisoner, Dietrich?
Me? No, you kidding?
Okay, Mrs. Relke, what you do is you sign right here.
What is it?
This is a complaint charging Mr. Relke with assault.
Hey, wait a minute, Edna, wait a minute. There was no assault.
Did you or did you not lock me up in a bathroom?
I could have locked you in the closet. But no, I was being considerate.
What happens if I don't sign it?
Well, then Mr. Relke here goes free as a bird.
Ha-ha! How about that? The shoe is on the other foot. How would you like it if I had you locked up?
Come on, Edna.
Yeah, come on, Edna. I mean, I've typed this up in triplicate. I want to see somebody go to jail.
Okay, Charlie. I won't sign it this time, but I'm going to take it with me. Can I keep the date open on it?
I'll settle for that.
Anything yet?
Not yet.
You keep me informed.
Oh, Captain Miller, I want to thank you for your courtesy.
Pleasure, Mrs. Relke.
I'm going to the polls.
Well, good.
Have you got any recommendations?
I'm afraid this is something you're going to have to do by yourself.
Well, you're such a fine person. I thought maybe you might be able to give me a little hint.
I appreciate it, Mrs. Relke, but I'm afraid I can't.
You're under arrest!
Welcome back, Mr. Griffin.
The manager of Siegel's agreed to drop the charges if I paid for the merchandise and if I opened up a charge account. Here's the receipt. That ought to cover everything.
Well, that don't cover nothing, because you're a fugitive.
That's right, Mr. Griffin. You're escaped from the custody of a police officer.
I haven't escaped, Captain. I'm still in custody.
What about the last 2 hours?
Yes, well, I looked for you.
I've been looking for you.
Well, maybe we just missed each other.
Joe, why don't you call Siegel's and check...
Barney.
Just one thing at a time.
Want to sign for this, Mr. Relke?
Look at it. It's busted.
Get another one.
It's part of a set.
How about you? What do you think?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Relke. I can't help you. You see, we have different problems.
Are you kidding? I lived for years just outside of Harlem.
Oh, yeah. Living just outside of Harlem is like living just outside of Sing Sing. Hey, we got 28 minutes left, Barney.
Yeah, I'll make it.
Wait a minute, Harris, I'll walk out with you.
All right, let's go.
How about you? Could you give me a hint?
I don't discuss politics or religion with close personal friends.
We're not friends.
Well, we could be. I like you. You like me.
I guess so.
Good night, Edna. Keep in touch.
Barney Siegel's ain't gonna press charges.
Okay, then all that's left to consider is Mr. Crippen's absence, his escape. Well, if you think that was his intent, by all means, book him.
Wait a minute, what do you mean think it was his intent?
Well, intent is a very important part of law.
I'm not a judge, Barn.
Well, neither am I, but as police officers, we should at least be certain that we have grounds for arrest.
Okay.
Okay? If you think that his intent was to escape, That's one thing. But if you happen to feel that you just lost track of each other...
But he didn't come out of that booth the way he went in.
See you now.
Unless, I wasn't paying attention.
Whatever you say.
I'll think about it.
I made up my mind. I'm not going to vote at all. Please, one lousy vote.
Now, that would be a mistake, Mrs. Relke. Voting is not only a privilege, it's a responsibility.
Okay. I got one vote and I don't know what to do with it. Somebody give me a suggestion.
Edna.
You watch your mouth, Charlie.
Mrs. Relke, a person cannot become politically aware in 15 minutes. Why don't you start preparing for 1980?
Okay, but how do I make my choice now?
I tell you what you do. You go into the booth, you close your eyes, and you pick.
I could be wrong.
But you could be right.
Now, there is a brilliant man. Captain Miller, wait for me.
You know, when we first got married, I was taller than she is.
Okay, come on, beat it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Paid for.
Want to vote, Nick?
Yeah. I still don't know who I'm going to vote for. I'm all over the board. I got bets on 5 senators. I got Carter here at 6-5, $50, $70, 9-2 on Ford. The hell with it. I'm going to vote for somebody I like.
We'll be going back to Harry Reasoner for more coverage of Election 76 in a few minutes, but now look at how the returns are shaping up in local and statewide races.
How come you're a Republican?
Because those of us who are into the decategorization of the stereotypical political alignments are also broadening our horizons.
In the race for that vacant city council seat with 40% of the vote counted, it's Dukowski, 57,123, and Schofield trailing badly with just under 8,000 votes.
That's early yet.
Maybe they'll have a recount.
Maybe it's just as well. I mean, police commissioner? Who needs it? Pencil pushing, boot licking jab like that, huh, Barney? Right? Right. Sure. Better off here. Ought to be here on the firing line, you know, the real cops sit behind a desk someplace, huh, Barney?
Right.
8,000 votes for crying out loud.
Well, Inspector, the public must be served.
Twelve precinct, Your Honor. Hold it a minute, ma'am. UFO landed in Central Park. Anybody need any cheering up?
There's nothing funny anymore.
Can't believe a whole shift of cops out with swine flu.
No, there's a joke in there somewhere.
Oh, here.
That whole thing is hallucination?
Yeah, and that's just our precinct. You can imagine how many there are in the whole city, huh?
Be thankful they don't have enough brains to organize.
Nick, we're out of coffee.
That's the last of it. I didn't get a chance to get down to the store.
Well, how are we supposed to stay awake with no coffee?
My grandfather told me an old Oriental trick for staying awake if you had to. You convince yourself that if you fall asleep, you die. Thinking about it keeps you awake.
Look, what happens if you want to go to sleep, but you can't stop thinking about dying, huh?
I don't know. I think that's what opium dens are for.
Well, we have been promised relief at 10 o'clock tonight.
10 o'clock.
Yeah, they're trying to work up a shift out of 3 other precincts.
Hey, things are really that bad, huh?
Half the plainclothes force is out with the flu.
That's an epidemic.
Not quite. It's not official yet, but close. In any case, they're sending a nurse down from the Board of Health to give us all shots.
Shots?
Yeah, the swine flu vaccine.
You mean, needles?
Look, you're all welcome to use the couch in my office. Anybody wants to take a nap?
Not me.
Barn, Barn, how come they don't have pills for that sort of thing?
Medical research hasn't come up with it yet. So all they got is shots.
I mean, needles.
Well, precinct fish. What was that? What? Don't get excited. Barney, what's your name and address?
What's up?
Fella yelling, stop me before I kill.
Hello? Hello?
Married, probably.
Hung up.
His name's Skopechny. This is the address he gave me.
A cooperative psychopath. Harris, Wojo? Check into that, but be careful.
Yeah, okay, Barney.
Pick up some coffee, huh? 2 pounds, drip grind.
Hey, man, look. I got to go out into the dark streets of this asylum to try to find some wacko who's threatening to go off on a killing binge, and you expect me to remember to pick up 2 pounds of coffee? Drip grind?
Sorry.
Write it down, man.
Hello from Denver.
Okay, I'll take care of it, sir.
We've been in town 10 minutes, held up at gunpoint. Some vacation. Welcome to New York, Fullers. Stick 'em up, tourists.
It's our first visit here.
I know just how you feel.
We were supposed to take a cruise, but we had to get off of the boat. My wife here gets seasick, so here we are.
Well, have a seat, will you? Oh. And you can tell me exactly what happened?
Well, I just couldn't keep anything down, not even water.
Captain Miller?
Yeah, right here.
Miss Jackson, Board of Health.
Oh, is that for me?
No, just police officers, inoculations. Is there anything you need?
Just some space and some bodies.
How about over here?
Oh, excuse me. What are the inoculations for?
Swine flu.
Oh, nothing for arthritis.
I'm afraid not.
Never hurts to ask.
We were in a cab on our way from the airport to the hotel when this guy pulls a gun on us.
Wait. Who's this guy?
Oh, the cab driver.
And you wouldn't believe it because he seemed like a very nice person.
That should have tipped you off.
We got everything we had. Luggage, jewelry, cash, even our traveler's check.
Well, at least those are refundable.
Oh, no, they're not, because he got our list of all the check numbers, too.
Carl never mentions that.
Okay, right here, Mr. Fuller. Nick,
Yeah.
check stolen taxi cabs.
Right.
Sergeant Philip K. Fish.
Yeah,
You're first on the list.
okay. But these things don't do much good for me.
It could keep you a little healthier.
Compared to what?
Where would you like to get it?
In the arm, for a change. Thank you, Miss Denise.
My pleasure. Captain, you're next.
How was it? Extremely painful.
What are the odds that this thing is going to keep me from getting flu?
What are the odds that those people are going to recover their property?
That bad, huh?
I was trying to pay you a compliment.
Leave the miracles for medicine.
Barney? Got a cab reported stolen yesterday. There's an APB on it, no trace yet.
All right, stay with it.
All right.
I think you're next, Nick.
Oh, yeah.
Sergeant Yamana.
Sergeant Yamana.
Yep.
This ain't no city no more, man. This is one big cuckoo clock.
What happened? Where's Mojo?
Downstairs with that crazy mother Kopechne. Look at this suit. $250, and I got dirt and grass stains everywhere.
All right, Harris, I know how much you and your wardrobe have always meant to each other, but what happened?
Look, we chased Kopechne into Central Park. And when we finally caught him, there he was, laying on the ground, kicking and growling and clawing at the dirt.
Growling? What the hell is that?
It's Kopechne, Barney. He's a werewolf.
I better put some papers down in the cage.
Tell you, man, I am fed up. I did not become a detective to spend my evenings rolling around in the grass with some Twinkie.
Where's the coffee?
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Hello there. You must be the nurse.
Wojciechowicz?
Hardly.
All right, come on in here and keep it down, huh?
I really can't help it. It just comes out.
Yeah, sure. Right.
Is this our, man?
Stefan Kopechne, Captain. Guess what he thinks he is?
A werewolf.
Right. That was him howling down there.
I was hoping it wasn't one of ours.
Thank God you got me. Thank God I'm off the streets.
Sit down.
Aren't you going to lock me up?
Just sit down.
The sooner I'm behind bars, the better off you'll be.
Just sit down, Mr. Kopechne. Just a few minutes, we'll get a little information.
Oh, all right, but we don't have a lot of time. There's a full moon tonight.
So?
You're not Romanian, are you?
Wojciechowicz. It's Polish.
Well, then you wouldn't understand.
Mr. Kopechne, are you under a doctor's care?
What do you think this is? Some kind of take 2 aspirin and call me in the morning situation? I'm a werewolf, damn it! Don't you understand?
How are you?
No, I probably don't even need this. I mean, I'm a very healthy individual.
Quit flexing.
Flexing? Who's flexing? It's my natural state.
That's better.
You know, in about 45 minutes or so, I'll be off. And, a couple hours sleep, I'll be ready for almost anything.
I bet you would. I take it you're Wojciechowicz.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that a date?
No thanks. Roll up your sleeve.
I'm sorry. I got some important official business here.
Mojo, it'll only take a second.
But Barney was a dangerous man sitting there.
We could have been finished already.
Look, those needles don't bother me anymore than they bother anybody else. I don't want to lose my train of thought, that's all.
Can you do something else until Detective Wojciechowicz completes his interrogation?
Sure. How many men you got downstairs?
About 25.
The good stuff's up here on the second floor.
Grab the bag.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, Barney, I'm gonna give her a hand, Board of Health.
It's only fair.
Hey.
Occupation. Shipping clerk. They don't even suspect down in the office. They think I'm just Kopechne and receiving. Quiet, courteous, somewhat attractive.
Date of birth?
The night of September 13th, 1943. There was a full moon.
cage.
Thank you.
It's now an official epidemic. That does us no good here. My men have now been working over 24 hours. I know you're doing the best you can. We'll hang in there. Yes, sir.
Barn, I checked the technique for Pryor. See, he's clean.
Fine.
Hey, Barn, about that shot stuff.
Oh, you better get it quick.
Yeah, I thought I'd just pass.
Pass? What are you talking about? Didn't you just hear? There's an official epidemic.
Barn, I got this thing about needles.
That's because you're tired.
No, it's not.
Oh, Joe, you got to get the shot. If you don't get the shot, you risk getting sick and you will subject your fellow officers to the same risk. You got to get the shot.
I'll faint.
Got a threat?
The fact.
What are you talking about? You were in the Marine Corps. You had shots all the time.
Fainted all the time. It was embarrassing. Guys standing around making stupid jokes.
Poor Joe. You're going to get the shot and you're not going to faint.
Suppose I do.
And you won't hear the jokes.
Barney, Manhattan South. I think they've located the Fuller's cab.
Oh, wonderful. At least somebody's working. Fish?
Hello.
You all right?
Wonderful.
All right, take the Fullers down to Manhattan South.
Why not?
We think we may have located all your possessions.
Why, that's incredible.
Just another day in the New York City Police Department.
Thank you.
Pleasure meeting you, Mr. Fuller.
Likewise, Captain. Come on, Pearl. Pearl.
Yeah. Oh, what time is it?
10 to 12.
Oh, can't we stay just 10 minutes longer?
What for?
I think I saw his eyebrows grow bushy.
Oh.
A nice quiet lunch. An attractive little out-of-the-way
I don't eat lunch.
dinner. Breakfast. Dinner and breakfast.
Look, Harris, it happens I think you're a very attractive fella. But I can't get involved.
Well, you ain't trying.
I'm going to get engaged.
Oh, yeah? Who's the lucky fella?
A doctor named Friedman. Or a doctor named Engelberg. I haven't made up my mind yet.
You couldn't make it out.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Roll up your sleeve.
Can we do it in the captain's office?
Forget it. She's engaged.
Hey, Nick. She's getting married to a Jewish doctor.
Lucky dog.
Anybody have the time?
A little before midnight.
Oh, my God.
You feeling all right, Mr. Kopechny?
I don't know. I'm starting to feel strange.
You look fine. Don't you look fine?
I don't know.
Why don't you go take a look?
Not me.
It's starting to itch.
Oh, that's normal around here.
Like all the hair on my legs is wriggling.
Well, don't do that. That just aggravates it. Don't.
I feel hot. And my teeth hurt. My tongue's sweating.
Try not to talk.
I gotta get out of here. I need air. Let me out of the cage.
Hey, look, man, we can't do that.
Let me out of the cage.
How about some water?
I don't want any water. I want to go home. I gotta get some sleep. And then I gotta go to work.
Barney.
Look, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. That phone call of mine was all a mistake. It was a joke. It was a joke.
Hey, look, man, take it easy, man.
Barney!
Let me out of here. Out. I want to get out. Out. Down, Mr. Out! Down!
It's a police station, not a horror movie.
He's starting to change. I swear.
What change? Get down from there.
Take a good look. Hair is growing out of his face.
It's called a beard. Haven't you ever seen one before?
Not in my family.
We're here for Stefan Kopachny.
Yeah, he's over there.
What's his problem?
He's a werewolf.
Okay, Mr. Kopechny. Let's go.
Am I going with them?
Yes, they're going to take you to see a doctor.
It's a waste of time. It's the moon. It drives me crazy.
Something does it to all of us every once in a while. With you, it's the moon. With me, it's the accordion.
Doctors don't know anything about this. It's a very rare disease. You don't see a lot of lycanthropy anymore.
Well, then, somebody must be making progress, wouldn't you say?
I never thought of that.
Good luck, Mr. Kopechny.
Okay, here we go. No biting.
Don't patronize me. I'm cursed. I'm not stupid.
Where's Mojo?
He's in your office getting a shot.
Well, good news, gentlemen. Relief has arrived. You can all go home.
Oh, beautiful.
About time.
Excuse me. I'm going to need some cold towels and a blanket.
He fainted.
I'm afraid so.
Okay. No jokes.
Hi, Barney.
You okay?
Yeah. You say something?
Hey, look, no jokes, man. Listen. I mean, everybody gets queasy about something. With you, it's needles. With me,
Jewish doctors.
Come on, Woodrow. Hi, Barn.
Good night.
Hi, Fish.
Good night.
Good night, Wojo.
Good night, gentlemen.
Miss Jackson, thank you for your patience.
My pleasure.
Which way are you going?
Down.
Hey, look, maybe I should walk you to the subway. I mean, it is a full moon and, you know, like that.
Up to you.
Shalom, guys. Never say die.
Fish! Yeah. You can go home now.
You know, it's strange. I think that I'm actually looking forward to seeing Bernice.
Well, then it must be true. Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
So a little longer wouldn't hurt.
Why are you doing this to me? I'm only trying to help you.
Graham, hey,
Stop.
Graham. Just be quiet. Just a minute, all right?
What's going on here?
This is Graham Roberts' barn. Disturbing the peace. And, no, that's Captain Miller.
And whose peace did Mr. Roberts disturb?
Everybody over on Hudson Street. He was kneeling down in the middle of traffic trying to start a prayer meeting. Cab went by him about 35, just missed him.
Please, you must listen to me. We haven't got much time.
I'm sure you're right, Mr. Roberts, but the question is when?
5:30.
You mean today?
In Revelation and Jeremiah,
A calamity shall go forth from nation to nation. A great tempest will be roused up from the remotest parts of the earth. Expressions inspired by demons that perform signs, and they go forth to the kings of the entire earth, who gather them together to the place that is called Armageddon.
At 5:30?
I give you my word.
There goes our overtime. Why don't you give all this information to Detective Wojciechowicz?
I can also quote from the book of Psalms, Genesis, and Job.
Excellent. I'm sure he'd love to hear it.
I don't want to hear it.
Anybody heard from Fish yet?
Not yet.
It's almost 9:30.
Hey, Barney. Knock, knock.
Let me know when he comes in, huh?
Knock, knock.
Not now, Nick.
Come on, knock, knock.
Harris, get that, will you? Yeah, sure, I'll tell him. Tonight, dinner in town. Sure. Okay, Bernice. Right. Fish left the house this morning at 5 a.m.
Wait, that doesn't sound good.
Maybe better put a call out on them. Have them keep their eyes open.
Right.
Don't say anything about his being missing or anything.
Okay.
Who's missing?
You are. Where have you been?
Staten Island.
Staten Island? What for? What happened?
Nothing. I just heard on the news that they were raising the fare on the ferry tomorrow, and I don't know. I just felt I should take a ride. Like it was the end of an era.
You're absolutely right, my friend. And he saith among the trumpets, ha-ha!
Bernice is worried about you. She just called.
Yeah, it's our monthly dinner tonight in town. She wants to remind me.
You needn't worry about dinner. It will all be over by then.
What is he, a doctor?
He's a 1052 Fish.
Listen, don't talk like that.
I must.
And pick a younger man.
Fish, can I see my office a minute?
Certainly.
Hey, this is cheer you up. Knock, knock. It's a joke. Knock, knock.
He will roar. And from his holy dwelling place he will give forth his voice. He will sing out against all the inhabitants of the earth.
You've got a bad attitude.
What's wrong, Fish? What's bothering you? It's not like you to just not show up in the morning.
Just trying it out. See what not coming to work every day feels like?
Sooner or later, we all retire.
Sure.
You've earned your rest.
Of course, the stud gets old, they put him out to pasture.
It's a fair analogy.
I enjoy it.
Will you please? Julie, these are cops, and we're persons. Persons and cops don't mix.
I'm telling you, we got a relationship.
Well. Look who we've got here. Miss Pappalardo, isn't it?
Yeah, and this is my friend Victor Kreutzer.
Mr. Kreutzer, my pleasure.
Sure.
What can we do for you?
We'd like to see Mr. Fish.
He's in with the captain right now. You want to take a seat?
Thanks.
You?
Yeah, excuse me, Warren, but the DA's office wants us to go over and pick up some guy who refuses to go on jury duty. He barricaded himself in his house.
You ever get the feeling the democratic system is going under?
Yeah. Better call Bernice.
Would you take Harris with you?
Fish.
Yeah.
You've got visitors here.
Hey, Harris, we got work to do.
All right, Wash.
You want to see me?
Mr. Fish, it's me, Julie.
Yeah. What are you doing here?
I came to see you about something very important. This is my friend Victor Kreutzer.
How are you?
I can get in.
What'd he do?
Nothing. I didn't do nothing. I just came in here with her. Ask the color guy.
I wasn't paying attention.
Not you. Him.
He's black. I'm colored. Everybody else is black.
I have no sophistication.
I didn't do nothing.
All right, take it easy. What'd you want to see me about?
Well, we need a loan.
You mean money?
At $100.
$100? You crazy? $100? What for?
We're gonna leave New York. We're gonna go someplace and start life all over again.
Yeah, someplace out west, like Montana or Pittsburgh.
I thought you said you lived in a group home.
It didn't work out, and we're back in Children's Center.
Yeah, and you gotta hang around until somebody comes in and looks you over. And then maybe adopt you.
What's wrong with that?
Forget it. I've been waiting since I was 3 and a half. And I ain't even cute no more.
Please, Mr. Fish, we'll pay you back, I swear.
How?
Hey, I could work. I'm pretty strong. You know that?
Don't be disgusting.
Listen, if we don't get it from you, we'll get it from somebody else.
Good.
Well, we don't know anybody else with $100.
Here's $1, get some ice cream, and get back to the center.
Forget it. We don't want any ice cream, and we're not going back to Children's Center.
Take the buck.
I thought maybe you cared something about me. I thought I could come to you if I was really in trouble. Well, forget it.
Take the buck.
Come on, Victor. We don't know about it.
Women, huh?
Bernice, I don't want to go to a Japanese restaurant. The food's all raw, and you have to take off your shoes and sit like an Indian. It's not fun. It hurts. No, Bernice, Mexican food hurts, too. Nick, you know a good Chinese restaurant?
Yeah, Yamamoto's.
Bernice, Nick says Yamamoto's good. Okay, meet me here at 5:45.
Yet a little while, and the wicked will be no more. Though ye look well at his place, he will not be there.
Better make it 5:15.
Okay, come on in, Mr. Unger. Why don't you take a seat right over here, huh?
Hey, Fish. Is this old guy Mr. Unger? He hasn't left his apartment for 35 years.
It's not just the jury notices. I mean, Mr. Unger's been out of touch with the entire world.
Yeah, his apartment's like a big hothouse, Barn. He's got fruits, vegetables, all the plants.
That's what Harris said.
And he hasn't seen a woman for 35 years.
Mr. Unger, I'm sorry we had to invade your privacy, but refusing jury duty is against the law.
But I don't want to be on a jury. I don't want to be on anything. I'm perfectly happy being alone. I just want to stay that way.
I'm afraid you're not allowed to resign from the human race, Mr. Unger.
But I don't know what's going on out here. I don't want to know. I never understood the law. I'm not an expert on human behavior.
You'd make a perfect juror. All right, take it easy.
He started to choke, Barney, as soon as we brought him out of the apartment. And we've got second-stage smog alert today.
Are we still at war?
I beg your pardon?
I haven't heard a thing since Pearl Harbor. I just assumed we won.
We did.
12th precinct, what would you hold? Yeah, he's here, just a second. Hey, Fish.
Yeah.
New Jersey State Police, line 2.
Yeah, Sergeant Fish. You're holding who? My grandchildren? Is one of them named Jilly Papalato? The other one is Victor something. I'm not sure. Well, we're not that close. Will you send them back? I'd appreciate it.
You who have turned away and walk in the shadow, Repent and stand in the light.
Mr. Hunger, you all right?
I gotta get back to my plants. We need each other.
Yeah, right. Well, I'll bet you anything they aren't going to keep you, so.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Bernice.
Don't kiss me on the head.
Why not?
Because that's where you kiss a person when he's senile.
I'll kiss you anywhere you want.
What are you doing here anyway? I said 5:15.
Well, I'm only 10 minutes early. It's 5 after 5.
Save us, O God, Lord of hosts, Lord of Israel!
Who arrested the rabbi?
Sit down over here. I have some work to finish.
Would you care for some coffee, Mr. Unger?
Huh? Coffee? Oh, I'd almost forgotten it existed. I ran out in 1944.
Then you're in for a treat.
It's funny. I don't remember it tasting like this.
Progress, Mr. Unger.
Hey, Barn. Mr. Unger, I think he's getting worse.
Maybe we better get him over to the hospital. Mr. Unger, how you feeling?
Who is that woman?
Oh, hello, Bernice. This is Bernice Fish, Sergeant Fish's wife. Mr. Unger, Detective Ojoho is going to take you to the hospital.
What for?
Because I don't think you look too well.
I think I'm just getting excited.
Why don't you go with Detective Ojoho? Everything will be okay.
They won't be able to do anything for me at the hospital. I'm allergic to sulfur drugs.
You'd be surprised at the progress medical science has made in the last 35 years.
You mean like the coffee?
I'll take him down backstairs right to the garage.
Good idea.
You can smell her perfume.
It is a little close in here. Yeah.
Would you say goodbye to her for me and tell her I appreciate it?
I'll do that, Mr. Unger.
Here we go.
Bernice?
Bernice, right.
Hey,
Sarge, I got your grandchildren here.
Grandchildren? What grandchildren?
I wanted to surprise you. I'll take him to look at.
Thanks. I'd like to give you something, but I'm all tapped out. You can only stretch a buck so far these days.
All right, get over there.
I thought you said he was impotent.
Because I was wrong.
Where do you think you were going?
We were winging it.
You didn't have to worry about us. We were doing fine.
You know, you could have wound up in a prison in New Jersey. You know what it's like to be locked up in a primitive country?
We was just passing through.
And now they'll probably toss you back into the youth house. You're fugitives.
Fish, don't yell at
Bernice,
them.
stay out of this, please.
This your daughter?
I'll give you...
Shame on you. I'm Mrs. Fish. How do you do?
Likewise, I'm Victor Kreutzer, and this here is my, fiancée, Miss Papalato.
I'm Jilly. Mr. Fish has spoken about you many times.
Don't let him scare you. He barks a lot, but he doesn't bite.
Yeah, we found that out.
Barney, what am I supposed to do with those kids?
You'll figure something.
You want to talk to them?
No.
I guess somebody ought to take them back to the children's center.
Good idea. See you tomorrow, Fish.
Harris, the kids have to go back to the children's center. Could you?
I'm sorry, man. I got a date in another direction.
Nick, could you take the kids?
I'm going to the Jets Tampa Bay game.
That's not till Sunday.
I don't care.
Those children don't have any parents.
They're too old for parents.
Barney, They've been discarded. They live in children's
Bernice.
center like prisoners.
Bernice, they get food, they get clothing, they get an education.
But no love. They get no love. Can't you see their eyes? They look haunted.
It's the light by my desk. Don't I look haunted when I'm over there?
All the time.
Fish, can't we do something for them?
Yes, we have to take them back to the children's center.
Do we have to?
Bernice, they're wards of the court. It's not our business.
Well, can't we at least take them to dinner with us?
No,
Why not?
because they're not allowed to eat exotic foods.
We're allowed to eat anything we could scrounge up.
Yeah, and if we don't eat at the center, then there's more garbage for the rest of the kids.
Fish, please. I couldn't enjoy myself now.
You know how to use a knife and fork?
Hey, no sweat. One's for cutting, right? And the other one's for don't move around.
Oh, my God.
What are we gonna eat? Oh, are you gonna love it? It's called Yamamoto's.
I never ate Japanese food before.
They all look alike to me.
Isn't that great? Those are the places where you get to sit on the floor and eat in your socks.
Us, we are ready to stand in your light.
Mr. Roberts, will you keep it down for God's... Mr. Roberts, look. It is 20 minutes to 6. Do you understand that? 5:40. And we're still here. You're still here, I'm still here, the city is still functioning, and the world, such as it is, goes on.
And you didn't think prayer would help?
You get Unger to the hospital?
Oh, yeah, I did.
How is he?
He's dead.
What happened?
I don't know. They said he just stopped breathing. Something about no tolerance, they said. I guess that's the way the world's going to end, huh, Bar? Just quietly, little by little.
Bojo, the secret to sustaining life is adapting. Now, you cannot live in a hothouse for 35 years and expect to walk out and live out here.
I guess not.
We have learned to breathe this poison. We have learned to deal with the noise and the pressures and the fear. We have learned to adapt.
So we're lucky, huh?
I'm not sure.
Barney, the Good Humor boys are here for Mr. Roberts.
Oh, okay. Why don't you take him down on the way out?
Okay, Barney.
Nick, you can go too.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Roberts, if you'll come with me, you've got some people downstairs who want to see you.
Are they believers?
Oh, yeah. They've seen it all.
Wonderful. Isn't it remarkable that we're all still here?
It's a miracle.
Aren't you going to thank me?
Thank you, Mr. Roberts.
Thank you. Bojo, why don't you go home too?
Before it ain't 5:30 yet.
Big deal, 5:29.
I'll see you tomorrow, Mark.
That would be nice.
Good night, Mark.
Good night. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nick, file this for me, would you?
Yeah.
Where's Rojo?
Late?
I trust someone will inform him I do not approve.
It's Harris's turn.
Thank you. What about the new third grade? What's her name? Batista, right?
Yep. She went out for some donuts.
Is that her responsibility?
It's her money.
My God,
What's the matter?
they're crazy.
Police Pension Fund financial report. Not good?
Barney, look at the junk they're investing our money in. 1,232 shares in the First Women's Bank and Trust Company?
I've heard of it.
Well, what kind of a ridiculous institution is that?
They cater to single women who are financially independent. Come to think of it, so do I.
30 years I've been contributing to this fund, and they gamble it away on women.
I could have done that myself. And quicker.
Wouldn't exactly call investing in a women's bank gambling. It's different. You may even say progressive. Gambling? How many shares?
1,232.
I don't understand it. I didn't do anything. Nothing. I am absolutely innocent.
Who among us can say that?
Come on, over here and get in there. Come on. All right. Be quiet. All right. What do we got here?
This is Mrs. Hanson, Barn. I stepped out the subway onto the platform, and I see this guy rip off her purse and take off.
Yeah, it was leather, and it had a hand-tooled shoulder strap and little bronze buckles.
Very tasteful.
You're late. Barney doesn't care for that.
I was working.
It's okay, Wojo. Good job.
Yeah, except the guy got away.
Well, who's that?
Sal Mitchell.
What did he do?
Absolutely nothing.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I hope you didn't feel obligated to arrest just anybody.
Oh, no, it ain't that, Barney. He just stood there and watched it happen. He didn't lift a finger to help this lady. He just stood there and watched her get ripped off. So I arrested him.
On what charge?
Non-involvement.
Lunático. Taking off the cuffs now, so just be careful of those hands, honey. We got a real sickie here, Captain. Indecent exposure.
I don't see any donuts.
Undependable.
Sir, I was on my way to the bakery when Mr. Yusuk over here comes over to me and asks me if I got change for a quarter. So I whip open my purse, and ese tipo se abrió el abrigo, y ay, Dios mío, ahí está. Hombre chico, so I slammed the cuffs on him.
If I had known she was a cop, I never would have done it.
Ignorance of the law is no excuse, mister.
What?
It's true, Nick.
Would it make any difference to you if I told you I was in group therapy?
No difference. Maybe.
You see, there are many of us around with the same problem.
Then this is not the first time it's happened. Huh?
Do I have to answer that now?
No. Haven't you been read your rights?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Book him, make arrangements with Bellevue, and give him his one phone call.
Come on.
What about me?
You keep your pants on.
He didn't, and he got the call. We'll get to you when we're ready to get to you.
Joe.
Barney wants to see you in his office.
I wasn't late.
Whoa, Joe, we'll find something else to talk about.
Oh, all right. We talk a lot about our childhood in therapy. Behavior of this sort is rooted in our early years.
What's the matter? You never heard of baseball?
Barn, it's a good bust. The guy just stood there. He refused to help.
Sure. Despicable, I agree. But illegal?
It's in a penal code. I read it.
Whoa, Joe. The assistance law, section 195 point something, states that a person must help a police officer if the police officer identifies himself as such and requests assistance. Did you identify yourself and request assistance?
Well, not in so many words.
How many words?
2.
What'd you say?
Grab him.
Grab him? Oh, Joe, how was the man supposed to know you were a cop?
Well, I said it with authority.
Hello, Harris. Got here as fast as I could.
Anybody call Arnold Ripner, counselor at law? Nice try, Arnold. Sorry.
Don't give me that. We can't all be in Rockefeller Center.
Some of us prefer to practice our profession at the grassroots level, within reach of the little man.
You're regular William Jennings Bryan, aren't you?
You're damn right. Arnold Ripner and Associates. And you?
I don't need a lawyer.
How do you know?
I didn't do nothing.
Don't give me principles. You want to get off?
Hey, come on, Arnold. Stop soliciting, huh?
Live and let live, will you, Harris? Nick?
Yeah.
What did he do?
Don't ask me. He's Wojo's caller.
How do you do, Ripner and Associates? Arnold Ripner.
Victim.
Take a card, in case you're thinking of revenge.
How is it, Mrs. Hanson?
It tastes like pencils.
That's not the coffee. That's the cup.
Okay, Mr. Yusik, the procedure now is downstairs for fingerprints and photographs. Is that the procedure?
Fingerprints and photographs.
What did I tell you? Downstairs for fingerprints and photographs.
Yusik? Mr. Yusik? Here.
Oh, no. My lawyer is already on his way down.
Don't be cocky. I had an uncle went like that.
All right, you can go.
What do you mean I can go?
I mean, you can go. Come on, beat it.
Am I still under arrest?
Nope.
Why?
We changed our minds about holding you, that's all.
How come?
Would you get out of that cage?
Now I want a lawyer.
Mr. Mitchell, you understand you're not being charged with anything? You're free to go?
I think I got a little case of false arrest here.
Oh, now what that for? A total lack of gratitude.
Okay. The man wants to talk to a lawyer, let him talk to a lawyer.
Fine, you go talk to a lawyer.
What did I do wrong, huh? I witnessed a crime. Is that a crime to witness a crime? Ask the lady with the coffee. What happened, huh? I saw this guy snatch your purse. Am I right, lady with the coffee?
You could have helped me.
I could have helped, but I didn't gotta.
Excuse me.
May I help you?
I'm Lyle Farber, the attorney for Mr. Charles Yusik.
Oh, sure. You were here once before, weren't you, Mr. Farber?
Yes, I was arrested last year for indecent exposure.
Mr. Farber, Captain Miller, remember? How are you?
Very well, thank you. I'm in group therapy. I've been on the wagon for over a year.
Congratulations.
Charlie, Mr. Yusik and I are classmates. I'm sorry he didn't reach me before he went off the deep end. It helps to talk to a fellow compulsive. Are you holding him up here?
Yeah, he's downstairs being printed and photographed.
May I wait up here?
Please, be my guest.
Thanks.
2,400 shares, Kensington Copper, number 5,500 shares, Lewis Petroleum.
How do we stand?
Not too bad. The police pension fund is supposed to have over $1 billion.
I got a lawyer.
And we got a case phone. It ought to cost the city about $5 million.
Give or take $5 million.
$5 million? You're nuts.
You had my client locked up in there. I was a witness to that.
Come on, Arnold. Your client refused to assist a police officer. That's against the law. Now, we're just choosing to overlook it.
Not so fast. Now, what about the inconvenience, the humiliation?
What? Were you humiliated, Mr. Mitchell?
Well, I...
And you didn't have that stammer before, did you? Besides, you had no grounds for arresting my client in the first place. Did you know that man was a police officer?
Nope.
You did, too. You...
How? Were you wearing a uniform?
Oh, of course not. I'm a detective.
Come on, Arnold. This man must have known there was a crime in progress, didn't you, Mr. Mitchell?
Hold it. You don't talk, I talk. Did you show him any identification? Or did you just say, take my word for it, I'm a cop?
I didn't have time to show him nothing. I just had time to yell, grab him.
Grab? That's all.
What's wrong with that? It's a little skimpy.
No. Your client should have known instinctively that this man was a police officer. Just from the authoritative way he acted.
Thanks, Barn.
Huh?
He said, thanks, Barn.
You're welcome.
Incidentally, you'll all be named in the suit, along with the police commissioner, the entire police force, and the city of New York.
Yeah, well, go ahead and try it.
Joe, they don't need any encouragement.
You got a copy of the arrest report?
No, I'm not done yet.
I'll wait. I hope you have a good lawyer. I'm not available.
Do we have to show it to him?
Yes, we have to show it to him. While you're at it, you might as well call division, tell them what to expect. They'll contact the city attorney's office.
Okay, Barn. I'm not worried.
Wonderful. That'll give us all something to cling to.
Mr. Yusuk, right this way, please.
Where do I go?
Into the cage. Into the cage.
Into the cage.
It's just what I said.
Oh, Lyle, thank God you're here.
Don't excite yourself, Charlie.
Don't talk to the prisoner, please.
I'm Mr. Yusik's attorney.
Well, wait till you hear what he did.
I know what he did. I've done it myself.
What do you got? A team?
There are far worse crimes committed by mankind than a little aberrant self-expression, young lady.
Go talk in the cage.
Yes, sir, I can understand that. The city doesn't need the headache. But there is an ambiguity in the law. And Detective Wojciechowicz did exercise his best judgment. No, sir, I do not mean to imply that's as good as it gets. The expense, the aggravation. Settle it here. Yes, sir.
What'd they say?
What'd they say? They don't want the headache. They want us to settle it here.
Well, that's a crummy attitude.
Won't you? They won't get through today's court calendar in our lifetimes.
But the law says...
I know what the law says.
Well, don't you agree with me?
Yes, I agree with you. But we are men of high integrity. The city can't afford us. All right. Put the arrest report finished and make sure that Arnold gets a copy. Arnold, we'll have you out of here in a few minutes. I've just spoken to division, and they have spoken to the commissioner's office.
A little upset, are they?
Oh, yes, but they have informed us that they will back us up with every resource at the city's command.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Well, see you, Mr. Mitchell. We'll be seeing a lot of each other in the next 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years?
Sure. Didn't your attorney explain it to you? This is a long and drawn-out business. I mean, there's appearances, depositions. Sure, this is going to take a lot of time, and it's very expensive.
You didn't say nothing about expensive.
Don't worry about it. Don't you know when you're getting a hype?
A hype? Come on. The client is an intelligent man. You can understand what ramifications there would be if the city caved in a case like this. Can you imagine the retroactive can of peas we would open up? They could bury us. Am I right, Arnold?
They would never let a case like this go to court.
Mr. Mitchell. Yeah. Tell me, you ever take a nice leisurely walk in Central Park in the evening?
Me? Are you crazy?
You can understand how the city needs the goodwill of the police department. If you don't think they're going to back us up on this, you got another thing coming.
Hey, I'm starting to believe in myself.
On me. They turned down our requisition for toilet paper.
You told me this is going to be one of them quick things.
Let's talk about it in the hall.
You told me they'd be nervous?
Stop talking.
I am not talking. You said they didn't want trouble?
In the hall.
That they'd offer us money?
Wait. What was that?
He said we'd get a settlement and we'd split it.
50-50.
No, 70-30.
Hey, Barn, that was beautiful.
You better be ready to settle.
Lyle, you know, I'm getting very nervous, Lyle. You know the feeling when you want to take everything off and run through the park naked? Yeah. Well, Lyle, I can't stand it, you know. I'm burning up, Lyle.
Charlie, as a lawyer, I'm telling you, don't do it.
Yeah.
As a friend,
Yeah.
I think it's kicking.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Hey, listen, folks. I want to go to the bathroom, and I really mean it.
Okay. Just hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Take it easy.
It's okay.
It's okay?
It's okay.
It's okay.
He said it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Whoa.
we talked it over. My client is willing to settle for $10,000.
50-50.
Big deal.
Barn. They, want $10,000.
Little settlement, Arnold?
It's a possibility. Talk it over with the city attorney.
They already have. Their attitude is millions for defense, not 1 cent for tribute.
Are you kidding? They haven't got millions for defense.
Probably don't have 1 cent for tribute either.
He's not kidding. They already owe me money. I bought 3 municipal bonds. Try selling them sometime.
Sure. $10,000 out of the question.
How about 5?
Will you let me handle this?
The city is busted. Let's keep this between me and them. What do you say, 5?
5 what?
$1,000.
Crazy? Where am I going to get $5,000?
Well, don't cops carry malpractice insurance?
But I'll tell him you suggested it. Your name will be on the lips of every police officer in town.
Oh, man.
They make me an offer.
I haven't got any money.
Don't you own anything?
Bowling ball.
What kind of bowling ball?
Listen, you work it out. I'll send you a bill.
What bill? I'm not paying anything.
Then get a lawyer.
I'll handle it.
Thank you.
Listen, you call me in the morning, we'll arrange a settlement.
First thing in the morning.
Does it come with a case?
Yeah.
Deal?
Yeah, okay.
Just a minute. You're not one of them weirdos that uses a 2-finger ball, are you?
Well, that's the only kind I know how to bowl with.
A 2-finger ball? Well, how about an apology?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Forget it.
I think you did pretty good.
Lyle! I'm coming out, Lyle. And I'm naked.
Naked?
I've seen it before. He wants to humiliate himself.
How about us?
Okay, now listen to the music. This is a police station. And I want to tell you, óyeme bruto, no te salgas desnudo, because if you come out there looking like that, you're going to be one sorry person. What, are you kidding us? You're dressed.
Yeah, but wasn't it exciting just to talk about it?
Get in the cage.
Bellevue, this is Harris over the 12th Precinct. Yeah, send over a cookie truck, will you?
Even with Social Security, it's going to be a miserable life. Of course, we both got life insurance. If I die, Bernice will be okay. Of course, if Bernice dies first... I wouldn't want to live. Not like this, anyway.
Sandwiches are here.
Oh, yeah. Send her out for lunch, too?
I wanted to make up for the donuts. Roast beef?
$2,200 in municipal bonds, plus the savings account.
You still aggravating yourself?
Yeah, it gives you an idea what you can look forward to.
If you're a friend, you'll keep it to yourself.
70% of my base pay, I'm...
On a pair of skis, Rodney, it's dangerous. You wasted our bloody birthrights. Raquel screamed, tears of sheer frustration welling in her eyes. We had security. Derek, for the first time in our lives. And then Trotter's independent traders hired a helicopter to fly to Nice just to collect some glossy magazines because you were bored. It's unbelievable. That was you? Dell accused, pointing at Rodney. How the hell was it my fault? Rodney leaped up, his voice cracking an octave. You were the company's director of administration. That just meant I organized the Christmas parties. Rodney protested wildly, and they were about as exciting as a Buddhist's hen night because you gave me a budget of 50 quid. You were the managing director. Rodney countered, stepping closer. You were the chairman. You were the chief executive, and you were the president of the company. You signed the checks. Oh, it's my fault now, is it? Dell sneered, puffing his chest out. Either you're taking the mickey, or this is the Chinese year of the dodo. Cassandra, who had walked in halfway through the screaming match, placed her handbag on the table with a loud thud. Wait a minute, she said, her voice icy and calm, cutting through the chaos. You can't lay all the blame at Derek's door. Rodney. Dell smiled smugly. Thank you, sweetheart, the voice of reason. I know it's tempting, Cassandra continued, glaring at Dell, because it is entirely his fault. Why is it whenever we've got something good going, anything that remotely resembles a stable future, he noses it up? That's just the way he is. Dole's smile vanished. Here, hold on. And it's unfair of you to blame Rodney for all of this, Cassandra added, moving to stand beside her husband. After all, he is your brother. He looked up to you. Yes, Dell said bitterly. And just like a brother, he's let me down all his life. No business acumen. No drive. Oh, is that right? Rodney yelled, his face turning red. Well, if I've always been such a massive letdown, Derek, why did you insist on having me around all these years? Why didn't you just let me go my own way? To keep my promise to Mum on her deathbed, Dell roared back, playing his ultimate trump card. And you never know when you might need some bone marrow. It pays to keep a blood relative handy. The sheer absurdity of the statement hung in the air, stalling the argument completely. Cassandra rolled her eyes and turned away, picking up the ringing telephone. Trotter's independent traders. Cassandra speaking. How may I help you? She listened for a moment, her brow furrowing. I'm sorry, I can't hear you very well, sir. There's a lot of shouting. Well, go in the kitchen, then. Dell barked. He turned back to Raquel, his anger suddenly deflating, replaced by that manic, desperate optimism that had kept him afloat his entire life. Don't worry, sweetheart. Don't worry about a thing. Look, I've worked it all out. Raquel crossed her arms, unconvinced. You're serious? I am deadly serious. I've worked out a way in which we can make 100,000 pounds. Cash, tax-free. Now, we take that money, we invest it wisely. Invest it wisely. Rodney scoffed. You? Yes, Rodney, wisely. And before you know where you are, you and Cassandra can buy a nice little gaff of your own, and me and Raquel can get back on the property ladder. We'll be back on top." Rodney sighed, running a hand through his hair. "All right, go on, then. What's the master plan this time? Are we smuggling diamonds and frozen chickens? Selling Eiffel Tower souvenirs made of plastic spoons?" Dell grinned, pointing to the television screen where Jonathan Ross was enthusiastically waving a glittering gold card. "I'm going to apply to go on that new game show," Dell announced proudly. "The Gold Rush." Rodney stared at him. Then he let out a short, incredulous laugh. "Did I say something amusing?" Dell asked, offended. "Derek," Raquel said slowly, as if speaking to a child. "Last night, we were watching that very show. One of the questions was, who introduced the potato to England? And you shouted out, 'King Edward.'" "I didn't hear the question properly." Dell defended himself, his cheeks flushing. "I thought he asked what kind of potato it was." "Look, Dell," Rodney pleaded. "If you desperately want to appear on the telly, why don't I try and get you on something more simple, like stars in their eyes? You could go on as Barry White. You've got the jewelry for it." Before Dell could launch into a tirade about his general knowledge prowess, the front doorbell rang. It was a sharp, urgent sound. Rodney opened it to find a middle-aged man standing there, looking uncomfortable in a dark suit. Dell, it's Elsie Partridge's son," Rodney called out. Elsie Partridge was the elderly woman their Uncle Albert had been living with on the coast ever since the Trotters had become millionaires and jetted off. Dell hurried to the door, his frustration evaporating into polite confusion. "Well, what do you want, mate? Bit late for a social call." The man looked down at his shoes, twisting a flat cap in his hands. "It's Uncle Albert," he said quietly. "I'm sorry, Mr. Trotter. He passed away in his sleep last night." The silence in the flat was absolute. The television seemed to mute itself. Dell felt the blood drain from his face. The eccentric, maddening, seafaring old man with the white beard and the endless repertoire of wartime anecdotes was gone. "I'm so sorry," the man repeated. Dell swallowed hard, nodding slowly. "Right. Thank you for letting us know." Chapter 4, Farewell to the Mariner. The day of the funeral was suitably gray and drizzly. The Trotter clan, dressed in their finest black attire, which for Dell meant a sharp black Italian suit that was only slightly shiny at the elbows, piled into a hired car and drove down to the coast. They arrived at a modest red brick house where the wake was being held. Dell, carrying himself with the somber dignity of a grieving patriarch, led the way. Rodney, Cassandra, Raquel, and young Damien followed closely behind. "Albert's nephews, sir," Dell announced to a man at the door. "Derek and Rodney Trotter from Peckham." A woman emerged from the hallway, offering a sad smile. "Hello, I'm Marion. I did a bit of cleaning for Albert. Lovely old man. He went on a bit, though, didn't he? Excuse me, Dell said, smoothly stepping into his role as master of ceremonies. This is Cassandra. That's Rodney's wife. This is Damien, my son. And this is Raquel, my significant other. They stepped into the living room, which was crowded with elderly people drinking tea and eating dry sandwiches. I feel bad. You know, Dell whispered to Rodney as they hovered near the buffet table about leaving him here on his own while we was all off globe-trotting, sipping pina coladas while he was stuck in Blighty. He wasn't on his own. Dell, Rodney reasoned. He was with Elsie. He was happy. Yeah, but Elsie was in that rest home, weren't she? For the last 6 months of his life. He must have been lonely. I just wish that we'd taken him with us when we went to Barbados and all them other places, giving him a bit of sun on his old bones. We did ask him, Dell, Rodney reminded him gently. But if you remember, the ancient mariner who claimed he'd been around the world more times than a Russian satellite never actually possessed a passport. Dell smirked despite the gloom. Good job Hitler didn't find that out. Our war effort would have been in right trouble. Rodney, the old sod, only had his own monogram brandy glass, didn't he? He loved his cognac. Just to keep the cold at bay, he always said, Rodney smiled. A tall man with a severe expression approached them. Pardon me, I am Roland. I was married to Albert's niece, Eileen. Introductions were made again. The atmosphere was heavy with the awkward small talk of funerals. Well, I suppose we'll all miss him in our own way. Dell offered, raising a tiny glass of sherry. Missing him already? Roland nodded stiffly. I'll tell you one thing we won't miss, though. Dell chuckled, hoping to lighten the mood. All those bloody wartime sagas. During the war. God, he could talk the hind legs off a donkey. Roland bristled, his face hardening. Actually, we used to love hearing about his past. He was a hero. That's right. An elderly woman nearby chimed in fiercely. Couldn't get enough of it. A true patriot. Dell realized he had misread the room spectacularly. Yeah, but God, he did go on, though, didn't he? He never bloody stopped. It was like living with the History Channel on a loop. Roland stepped closer, his voice dropping to an angry hiss. You've got to remember that a lot of blokes lost their lives for our liberty. Trotter, they died just so that 50 years later, ungrateful prats like you would have the freedom to stand here and knock them. All right? Dell's pride flared. He wasn't about to be lectured by some bloke in a cheap suit. Take it easy, pal. I tell you what, Roland, have they got a garden here? 'Cause I think you and I ought to go outside and have a more detailed chat about who's calling who a prat. Rodney grabbed Dell's arm in a panic. Come on, Dell, leave it. We're at a funeral. Go on, Dad, bake him. Young Damien cheered, throwing a tiny punch in the air. No, hold on, Dell said, Realizing he was about to start a brawl at a wake, he backed down, holding his hands up defensively. I didn't mean to upset anybody. Calm down. All right, we're all grieving. Emotions running a bit high. That's all. He retreated to a corner with Rodney, fuming. I'll tell you another thing, Del muttered to his brother. None of our lot have bothered to turn up, have they? Poor show. You'd have thought Trigger, Denzel, or Boyke would have made the effort. It is a bit of a journey from London, Del, Rodney pointed out. I'll tell you what, good old Mike would have made more of an effort to get here, and he's currently locked up in Wormwood Scrubs. Del grumbled. He looked around the room, trying to find a friendly face. Yeah, I bet old Bunny's up there right now, looking down on us and having a right laugh. Marion, the cleaner, overheard him and frowned. Bunny? Why did you call him Bunny? Well, that's what they called him in the RAF, didn't they? Del explained confidently, because his surname was Warren. Albert Warren. Bunny Warren. Get it? Marion stared at him, bewildered. His surname wasn't Warren. It was Trotter, like yours. And he wasn't in the RAF. He was in the Merchant Navy. Del froze. He looked at Rodney. Rodney looked at Del. They both slowly turned to look at the framed photograph resting on the mantelpiece, a photograph of a bald man with a thick black mustache, who looked absolutely nothing like Uncle Albert. Is that a Spitfire, Dad? Damien asked, pointing out the window. Rodney buried his face in his hands. Oh, my God! We're at the wrong funeral. They had spent 20 minutes insulting a dead war hero named Bunny Warren in front of his devoted family. The Trotters made a hasty, highly embarrassing exit, sprinting to the hired car under the cover of Roland's furious shouts. Chapter 5. The Inland Revenue Strikes. If burying Uncle Albert, eventually finding the correct crematorium, was the emotional low point of the month, the financial low point arrived shortly after in a brown envelope bearing the stamp of Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs. The Trotters found themselves seated in the drab, sterile office of their government-appointed insolvency practitioner. Gentlemen, the official began, adjusting his spectacles. You have my deepest sympathy for your recent bereavement, but I must bring you back to the matter in hand. The collapse of Trotter's independent traders and your subsequent tax liabilities. Del leaned forward, adopting his most sincere expression. Are there any mitigating circumstances you'd like me to inform the court of? Because you must remember to tell them that we were absolute slaves to detail, weren't we, Rodney? Absolutely. Rodney lied smoothly. Meticulous record keeping. We made certain that we always got our checks off to the Inland Revenue on time, Del insisted. Every quarter, regular as clockwork. The official flipped open a thick file. Fair dues, Mr. Trotter. The checks were always on time. However, they all bounced, every single one of them, for the past 3 years. Del slumped back in his chair, defeated. The reality was inescapable. The court declared Derek Trotter officially bankrupt. Back at the flat, the atmosphere was funereal once again. Rodney was pouring heavily from a bottle of cheap scotch. "So you both got off?" Raquel asked hopefully, pouring Della a cup of tea. "Not quite," Rodney muttered, taking a large gulp of the fiery liquid. "You sit down. Raquel, you might need something stronger than tea." "What happened, Dad?" Damien asked, looking up from his violent video game. "The court declared me bankrupt. Son," Dell said quietly. "Does that mean you're going to prison?" Damien asked, his eyes lighting up with genuine excitement. "Like Mike?" "No," Dell snapped. "Well, not yet." Raquel glared at her son. "Why does he keep going on about prison?" "All his mates' dads are doing time," Rodney explained unhelpfully. "He feels left out at school. He wants street cred." "Damien, go to your room and tidy it," Raquel ordered. "I did it this morning." "Well, go and tidy it again." Once the boy was gone, Raquel turned to Dell, panic rising in her chest. "So, what exactly does bankruptcy mean for us, Derek?" "It means that the Inland Revenue give you a year to pay off your debt," Dell explained heavily. "If you can't pay it, then they come in and take all your goods. Well, anything of any value, anyway." Raquel breathed a sigh of relief, looking around the dilapidated flat with its floral sofa and broken television set. "So it won't affect us, then. We haven't got anything of value." "We have got something of value, Raquel," Dell corrected her grimly. "You're sitting in it. This flat. It's our home. And it's the only asset I've got left. They'll steal the roof over our heads." "Well, have you got an idea, then, Rodney?" Raquel asked, turning to the younger brother. Rodney scoffed. "Me? No. I mean, Dill's had this place on the market for 5 years, trying to sell it, and no one's even looked at it. It's structurally unsound." "That's because I had it up for its true market value," Dell protested. "I was waiting for the right buyer, an investor with vision. But the taxmen won't wait. They'll come along and auction it off for 1/3 of its price just to clear the debt. So what are we going to do, then, Dad?" Raquel asked, using her pet name for him when she was truly frightened. "I suppose you could always look for a job," Cassandra suggested softly from the kitchen doorway. "Trigger said they're recruiting down at his depot at the council, sweeping the streets. The pay is not too bad, and there's a pension scheme." Dell looked at her as if she had suggested he sell his own kidneys. "Me? Sweeping the roads. I am an entrepreneur." "She's right, Dell," Raquel said gently. "We have to do something." Dell sighed, rubbing his face. "I suppose so. I'll help you fill in your application form, Rodney, if you like." Rodney choked on his drink. "Me? You can't expect me to go out sweeping the roads. I've got to GCEs." "Well, you can't expect me to do it at my age," Dell argued. I've got a bad back. And besides, I was talking about you. I am a bankrupt. I am legally disqualified from running a business or holding certain positions. You're not. Oh, come on, Cassandra sighed. Can you honestly see Rodney pushing a broom around Peckham High Street? He'd trip over it. It's all right. They give training. Dell reasoned. He looked at the paperwork the official had given him. God, do you know how much we actually owe the taxman? How much? Rodney asked, dreading the answer. 48,750 pounds. Dell paused, squinting at the small print. And for pens. For pens, Rodney echoed. Plus interest, Dell added. Raquel burst into tears and fled to the bedroom, slamming the door behind her. Look what you've done now, Dell accused Rodney. You've upset her, haven't you, with your talk of street sweeping? Me. It was you talking about the 48 grand and the interest that got her all worried. Dell ignored him, pacing the floor. His mind was whirring, the old gears of Trotter's independent traders grinding back to life despite the rust. It's going to be all right. I've worked it all out. I'm a trader, ain't I? I've been trading all my life. Since I was 12 years old, selling knockoff marbles in the playground. I could sell rice to the Chinese. I'm going to go back to trading. How? Rodney asked, exasperated. You just said you're bankrupt. The firm has been liquidated, or liquidized, or whatever the stupid word is. No, Dell corrected, his eyes gleaming with a sudden, brilliant loophole. The firm can go on trading. It's just that I have been disqualified from running it. That doesn't mean the company has to die. It just needs a new captain at the helm, a new managing director. Rodney groaned. Derek, who is going to be stupid enough to take over Trotter's independent traders? It's a sinking ship with a 48,000-pound anchor tied to it. Dell poured Rodney another drink, a sly smile spreading across his face. If only there was someone out there, Rodney, someone young, someone enthusiastic, someone who knows the business inside out, a man of vision. Rodney took the drink, staring blankly ahead. I wonder who, young and energetic, with ideas and enthusiasm. Hang on a minute. Have you thought of someone? Dell. What about Mickey Pierce? No, he's too dodgy. What about Denzel? Dell stared at his brother, utterly astounded by his density. No, Rodney, I am looking at him. Me? Rodney gasped, pointing to his own chest. How do you mean, me? Look, let me explain in simple terms, Dell said patiently. I've been made bankrupt, right? And am therefore not allowed to run a company. But legally, there is absolutely nothing to stop you taking over Trotter's independent traders and appointing me as a lowly, humble employee, a consultant, if you will. Rodney's mind reeled. He, Rodney Trotter, the permanent sidekick, the eternal assistant, the director of administration. was being offered the top job, the big chair. Wait a minute, Rodney breathed, a slow smile spreading across his face. Let me see if I've got this right. What you're saying is that I could run the firm. I would be your boss. Dell grimaced internally, but nodded encouragingly. By George, I think he's got it. It's a brilliant idea. Rodney, you're competent. You've got the GCEs. We'll go down and see the lawyer tomorrow. Go straight round to Company's house and make you the new managing director of TIT. Rodney stood up, his posture instantly improving. He adjusted his cheap tie. Managing Director, Rodney Trotter, M.D. I like the sound of that. Raquel emerged from the bedroom, her eyes red-rimmed. What's going on? Raquel, guess what? Dell beamed. Rodney has only come up with a brilliant idea to save the family. He's going to be the new managing director of Trotter's Independent Traders. He's taking the reins. I'm going to be in charge of sales, purchasing, and finance, Rodney announced proudly, puffing out his chest. Dell will merely be my subordinate, an advisor. Raquel managed a weak smile. Congratulations, Rodney. I'm surprised you didn't think of that. Darling, she said to Dell. Yeah, well, it's just what I was thinking, Dell muttered, pouring himself a very large drink. The transition of power was remarkably swift, mostly because Trotter's Independent Traders consisted entirely of a garage full of unsellable stock currently including 200 electronic personnel, organizers that spoke only in Mandarin and a battered yellow three-wheeled van. To cement his new authority, Rodney had new business cards printed. He handed one to Trigger down at the local pub. Trigger stared at the card for a long time. Managing Director, Rodney Trotter. Consultancy and Party Planning. That's right, Trig. Rodney smiled smugly. I'm the boss now. Dell answers to me. Trigger nodded slowly. I see. Does this mean the briefcases are cheaper now, Dave? Rodney sighed. After 20 years, Trigger still called him Dave. No, Trig, prices are set by market forces, which I now control. Just then, Rodney's mobile phone rang. He pulled it from his pocket with a flourish. Trotter's Independent Traders, Managing Director speaking. How may I help you? A voice crackled on the other end, speaking in a heavy, exaggerated foreign accent. Good evening. I am wishing to speak with the Managing Director. Yes, this is he, Rodney said, projecting his voice so the whole pub could hear. My name is Rodney Trotter. I am a representative of the Sultan of Brunei. My name is Asif Hazen. Rodney's eyes widened. He covered the receiver. Dell, it's the Sultan of Brunei's representative. Dell, who was nursing a pint at the bar, rolled his eyes. Yeah, right. And I'm the Queen of Sheba. It is very nice to speak with you, sir, Rodney said into the phone, ignoring his brother. How may I be of assistance to His Highness? You have an advertisement in the newspaper The voice continued. "And His Highness, he would like to talk with you. He would like you to fly to Brunei and be his personal financial consultant." Rodney's heart hammered against his ribs. This was it, the big time. His first day as MD, and he was doing business with royalty. No problem at all, Mr. Hazen. And what exactly would His Highness like to consult with me about? There was a pause on the line. Then the accent dropped entirely, replaced by the familiar, cackling Cockney tones of Mickey Pierce. Recently, His Highness bought a crappy old yellow three-wheeled van, and he wants to know how to start the bloody thing on cold mornings. Gotcha, you lanky plonker. Laughter erupted from the phone, mirrored by the roaring laughter of Del Boy at the bar. Rodney slammed the phone shut, his face burning with humiliation. "I knew it was you all along. Mickey," he shouted into the dead air. "I was just winding you up." He stormed out of the pub, the mocking laughter echoing in his ears. It was lonely at the top. Chapter 6, Fantasy and Failure. Despite the rocky start to his tenure as managing director, Rodney was determined to improve his life, and that meant addressing the issues in the bedroom department with Cassandra. He had secretly purchased a men's lifestyle magazine that promised to revitalize stale marriages using advanced West Coast psychological techniques. Sitting in a quiet booth at an Italian restaurant, Rodney hesitantly pitched the idea to Cassandra over a plate of spaghetti. "Cass, I'd like us to try something new. Us." Cassandra looked up, intrigued but cautious. Wouldn't the restaurant staff mind? "We're in public, Rodney." "No, I didn't mean in here," Rodney hissed, his face flushing crimson. "I meant in the future. Soon. In private." He pulled the glossy magazine from his coat. Cassandra groaned. "I hate it when you buy those magazines. You always end up making comparisons to the models and getting depressed about your biceps." "No, look, it's serious," Rodney insisted, tapping an article titled "Reignite the Spark, Fantasy Therapy." "There's a fellow writing in here who's an expert on marital problems. He reckons that most couples' troubles stem from memory baggage, all the old arguments, the boring routines. We need to unload the baggage." "And how do we do that?" Cassandra asked skeptically. "We become different people," Rodney whispered dramatically. "We use iconoclastic autosuggestion. Basically, each person writes down their ultimate fantasy figure, and then the other person, just for one night, becomes that figure. We create our own little make-believe world." Cassandra narrowed her eyes. "Wait a minute. Does this involve dressing up?" "Absolutely not," Rodney lied smoothly, remembering the costumes he had already rented. "It's all in the mind. Cass, what do you say? Are you willing to give it a try?" Cassandra sighed, seeing the desperate hope in his eyes. "All right, then, let's go for it." They exchanged slips of paper. Rodney unfolded Cassandra's choice, and his heart sank slightly. She had written down Reg Hollis, the rather mundane, uniform-wearing police officer from the television show The Bill. Cassandra opened her slip and burst out laughing. Russell Crowe. You want me to be Russell Crowe from Gladiator? No, I want to be Russell Crowe. You're supposed to be a Roman empress or something. Look, I've got the costumes sorted. We'll do it tonight. Those taking Raquel and Damien out. We'll have the flat to ourselves. Later that evening, the Nelson Mandela House flat was transformed into an arena of profound awkwardness. Rodney emerged from the bathroom wearing a rented leather gladiator tunic that was 2 sizes too big, plastic shin guards, and a toy sword. He looked less like Maximus Decimus Meridius and more like a very sad, very skinny extra from a low-budget historical play. Cassandra stepped out of the bedroom wearing a remarkably authentic-looking female police officer's uniform, complete with a hat and a truncheon. They stared at each other in the living room. The sexual tension was entirely non-existent, replaced instead by a paralyzing sense of absurdity. So, Cassandra said, adjusting her police radio, "Do you want to pillage a village, or should I arrest you for a breach of the peace?" Before Rodney could answer, the front door violently swung open. Dell burst in, breathless and panicked. "Monkey Harris is on the phone. We're being raided." He stopped dead in his tracks, staring at the bizarre tableau before him. A Roman gladiator and a police officer standing in his living room. Dell clutched his chest. "My God, I thought you was a real policewoman. You nearly gave me a coronary. What are you doing here? You said you was going out." "We were going out," Rodney stammered, frantically trying to cover his bare, pale legs with the toy sword. "We came back." "Why are you dressed like that?" Dell demanded, his eyes wide with confusion, like a couple of lollies. Cassandra crossed her arms, deeply unimpressed. "Isn't it obvious? Derek, we are role-playing." "Oh, I see," Dell said slowly, a smirk beginning to tug at the corners of his mouth. "Right. A bit early for a fancy dress party, isn't it? 5:30. "It's an early party," Rodney lied desperately. "Cassandra's ex-boss at the bank invited us." "And who are you supposed to be? Rotters?" Dell asked, circling his brother, inspecting the plastic armor. "Spartacus with piles." "I am Russell Crowe," Rodney declared indignantly. Dell burst into roaring laughter. "Russell Crowe, you look like a whippet in a leather harness. Go on, then, you two, off to your party. Have fun." Actually, Dell suddenly remembered, his face turning serious. "You can't go out. I need you to stay here. Rodney." "What? Why?" "I'm expecting a very, very important phone call tonight regarding a massive consignment of goods. I have to go meet Monkey Harris, and I need you here to answer the phone and take the order." "But Dell, we're in the middle of therapy." "Business before pleasure, Mr. Managing Director," Dell reminded him firmly. "You took the job. Now take the responsibility. I'll be back by midnight. Oh, and Russell, Dell paused at the door, grinning wickedly. Don't conquer Gaul without me. He slammed the door, leaving the gladiator and the policewoman to sit in silence on the floral sofa, the mood thoroughly and permanently ruined. Chapter 7, The Rainbow Road. Thursday night arrived, and with it came the moment Del Boy had been building toward to save their financial skins. He had actually managed to pass the auditions and get onto Gold Rush. The studio lights were blinding, the audience was roaring, and the host, Jonathan Ross, was bouncing around the stage with manic energy. Sitting in the green room, Del wiped a layer of sweat from his forehead. He was wearing his best suit, a sharp gray number with a subtle pinstripe. He looked the part of the successful businessman, even if his bank account was currently weeping. Welcome to another edition of the show that is taking the country by storm. Jonathan Ross yelled to the cameras. This is the fastest game show on TV. This is Thursday. This is live. And this is Gold Rush. Del was introduced alongside to other contestants. Mike, a financial advisor from Merseyside, and Janice, an amateur opera singer from Newquay. Through a combination of sheer luck, quick reflexes, and his competitors' catastrophic errors, Del managed to navigate the early rounds. He guessed his way through a question about African mountains Kilimanjaro. Any idiot knows that Fuji make cameras, and survived a challenge from Janice that doubled his money. He was on a winning streak. The studio audience was firmly behind the charismatic, fast-talking Londoner. The lights around the stage changed from green to blue to purple as he advanced up the prize ladder. Derek, Jonathan Ross said, the tension music pulsing in the background. You are doing incredibly well. You are currently sitting on 25,000 pounds. The audience gasped and applauded. Del swallowed hard. 25 grand. It was more than half of what they owed the taxman. It was a lifeline. But now we reached the penalty question, Jonathan continued, his tone turning serious. This question is worth 50,000 pounds. Get this right, and you play for the grand prize of 100,000. But get it wrong, and you lose everything. You drop back to zero. Dole's mouth felt like sandpaper. Let's ave it, Jonathan. He who dares wins. All right, for 50,000 pounds. Here is the question. The giant screen behind them flashed the text. Which classical guitarist wrote the opera The Child and the Enchantment? A Ravel. B. Segovia. C. Rodrigo. Del stared at the screen. The names swam before his eyes. He knew about as much regarding classical guitarists and obscure operas as he did about quantum physics. He was a man of the pub jukebox, not the Royal Albert Hall. I think I know this one. Jonathan. Del bluffed, playing to the crowd. He rubbed his chin thoughtfully. I think it's Ravel. Or, I keep thinking, it could be Segovia. Then again, it might be Rodrigo. Jonathan smiled. Well, Derek, you're right. It's definitely one of those three. The audience chuckled. Del felt a cold sweat prickle his neck. He couldn't risk it. Not 50 grand. Well, in that case, Jonathan, Del said, his voice tightening, I'm going to have to use me old SOS lifeline, aren't I? I think that's probably wise. Jonathan agreed. Who would you like to be your savior tonight? Derek. My brother, Rodney. He's got to GCEs. He's the managing director of our firm. A very smart boy. Okay, let's get Rodney on the line. Back in the flat in Peckham, Rodney was miserably watching the television, still wearing his Russell Crowe gladiator tunic, having been unable to figure out how to unbuckle the complex leather straps. The phone on the table rang shrilly. Oh, piss off, Mickey, Rodney shouted at the phone, assuming it was another prank call. You're getting on my tits now. He snatched the receiver. Hello. Hello, is that Rodney? Yes, it is. And I know it's you, Mickey Pierce, so you can shove it. Rodney, this is Jonathan Ross at the Gold Rush Studio. Rodney froze. The voice matched the television exactly. The studio audience's laughter echoed slightly out of sync on the live broadcast. Oh, my God, Rodney gasped, dropping his toy sword. Hi, Jonathan. How are you? I'm just fine. I've got Derek here, and he's on 50,000 pounds. Rodney's knees buckled. He sank onto the sofa. You're kidding. I'm deadly serious. But he's got a problem with the 50,000-pound question, and he has chosen you as his savior. Listen carefully. You'll have 20 seconds to answer. Dole's desperate voice came over the line. Rodney, for the love of God, concentrate. Hold on, Rodney said, his trotter instincts kicking in despite the panic. What's in this for me? I'm the MD. I need a cut. I'll make sure you get a drink, you plonker. Just answer the question, Del yelled. Jonathan read the question. Which classical guitarist wrote the opera The Child and the Enchantment? Was it Ravel, Segovia, or Rodrigo? Rodney's mind raced. He had taken music appreciation at night school for 3 weeks to impress a girl. He closed his eyes. The memory surfaced through the fog. Ravel, Rodney said with utter certainty. How sure are you? Del asked, practically praying. 100% Derek. Ravel. Good boy, Rotters. Del sighed with relief. He turned to the host, brimming with renewed confidence. There you go, Jonathan. He knows his classics. I'll go with that. It's Ravel. The studio lights dimmed. A solitary spotlight hit Jonathan Ross. He looked at his card, then at Del. Derek, you don't have to take his answer. You know that, don't you? You can still change your mind. No, I know. Del smiled, relaxing. But he knows what he's talking about. It's Ravel. Lock it in. Jonathan took a deep breath. Derek. That was the wrong answer. The studio fell dead silent. What? Del whispered. It was Segovia. Jonathan said apologetically. No, Del said, his voice trembling. No, Rodney said it was Ravel. I know he did, but he was wrong. Bad luck. Del, you've used up all your options. You lose the 50,000 pounds. And you leave us with nothing but your 1 pound entry prize. You're frozen out of the game. Del stared blindly at the cameras. He didn't hear the audience's sympathetic groans. He didn't hear Jonathan introducing the next contestant. The world had simply stopped turning. 50,000 pounds. Gone because of Rodney. In a blind, unthinking rage of sheer despair, Del kicked out at the nearest object, his foot connected solidly with his contestant podium. The heavy structure wobbled, tipped, and crashed to the studio floor in a shower of sparks and broken plastic. Security rushed the stage. Del was escorted out of the building, a broken man clutching a 1 pound coin. Chapter 8, The Final Twist. The atmosphere in Nelson Mandela House was toxic. It was a silence so thick you could carve it with a chainsaw. Rodney sat on the sofa, still clad in his ridiculous gladiator outfit, holding his head in his hands. Cassandra sat beside him, rubbing his back soothingly, while Raquel furiously scrubbed dishes in the kitchen, punishing the porcelain for those failures. I was certain, Rodney whispered to the floor. I was so certain it was Ravel. Rodney, you did your best, Cassandra said softly. It was a stupid, obscure question. And Del was okay, wasn't he? Rodney asked, seeking some shred of comfort. He didn't make too much of a scene on live national television. Well, Cassandra winced until he kicked the podium over. It looked like he broke the buzzer system. Jonathan Ross had to pick it up while they cut to a commercial. Where is Del? Rodney asked. It had been hours since the broadcast ended. I haven't a clue, Raquel called from the kitchen, her voice trembling with suppressed rage. At the end of the show, he just disappeared into the London night, abandoned his child and his partner in an area of the city we've never been in before. Thankfully, the studio felt sorry for us and paid for a cab home. Just then, the front door clicked open. Del shuffled in. He looked like he had aged 10 years in 3 hours. His suit was crumpled, his hair disheveled, and he carried the distinct aroma of cheap street corner hot dogs and profound defeat. He didn't look at any of them. He just walked to the armchair and collapsed into it. What the hell happened to you? Raquel demanded, marching into the room with a wet dishcloth. I went out, Del mumbled, staring at the blank television screen. Oh, good, long as I know. Del, Rodney started, his voice cracking. I'm sorry. I could have sworn it was Ravel. I really thought it was. And so could Cassandra, couldn't you? Del asked, his voice eerily calm, lacking its usual fire. Yes, I could, Cassandra defended her husband. Del finally looked at them. The anger was gone, replaced by a hollow, crushing despair. Well, you're both a pair of dipsticks, then, aren't you? And as for you, he pointed a shaking finger at Rodney, you are never, ever going to borrow my Capri again. Ever. Del, please. And that bone marrow you mentioned earlier, Del continued, his voice rising slightly. You can forget it. Keep it. Because obviously, everyone with half a brain knows that Ravel makes shoes. It was a trick question, and you fell for it like a ton of bricks. Shoes. Rodney blinked. Maurice Ravel was a French composer. Del. I don't care if he was a French baker, Del shouted, finally snapping. He didn't write the bloody opera, did he? Segovia did. I lost 50 grand. For the rest of my life, getting that question wrong in front of my family, my friends, and the entire British nation is going to be the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to me. He glared at Rodney's leather outfit, although coming home to find my managing director dressed as an extra from a Sword Dance Sandals epic is a close second. The telephone rang. It was a harsh, jarring sound that made them all jump. Nobody moved to answer it. They were paralyzed by the sheer exhaustion of the day's events. Hello, Cassandra finally answered, picking up the receiver. Yes, he's here. Can I ask who's calling, please? She covered the mouthpiece, her eyes widening. Del, it's the producer of Gold Rush. A man named Bill. He wants to talk to you. Del groaned, burying his face in his hands. Oh, my God. What's he want? I bet it's about that podium I kicked over. I bet they're going to sue me for criminal damage now, haven't they? It's just the icing on the cake. He reluctantly took the phone. All right. I'll speak to him. Hello. Yes, this is Derek Trotter. Send me the bill for the plastic. I'll pay it in installments. He listened. The color slowly drained from his face, and then, miraculously, began to rush back in. His eyes widened. His jaw went slack. What? No. Del stammered. He said there's been a mistake. Rodney sat up straight, the leather straps of his armor creaking loudly. A mistake. It was Ravel? Del asked the voice on the phone, his voice trembling with a mixture of shock and dawning joy. He covered the phone and turned to Rodney, a manic grin splitting his face. Rodney, the producer says there was an error in their research department. The question was flawed. You were right. It was Ravel. I knew it. Rodney shouted, leaping up and punching the air with his toy sword. I knew I was right. Del turned back to the phone, his confidence returning in a tidal wave. Yeah, I'm still here. Bill. Yeah, he said I can take the 50,000 pounds as an apology and go back on the show next week to play for the 100 grand. Yes. Del did a little jig in the middle of the living room. Raquel gasped, clapping her hands over her mouth. They were saved. They were actually saved. But then The pub jukebox from the Nag's Head echoed loudly through the telephone line. Dell heard the distinct sound of a pool cue hitting a ball, and a muffled, snickering laugh that sounded remarkably like Mickey Pierce. Dell's face hardened. The joy evaporated instantly, replaced by a cold, furious certainty. "Oh, have a day off, will you, you lot?" Dell sneered into the phone. "Dell, what are you doing?" Rodney asked, confused. "Who do you think this is?" Dell said to the phone, his voice dripping with venom. "Hey, look, I can hear the jukebox in the pub in the background. It's bloody Mickey Pierce again, ain't it? Trying to pull another prank on the Sultan of Brunei's right-hand men." "Dell, are you sure?" Cassandra asked nervously. "I'm positive," Dell shouted, highly offended. "I'm going to move." "No, no, no. Get to the back of the queue. Mickey, you're not having me over twice in 1 week." Dell puffed his chest out, a righteous, vengeful anger taking over. "Don't worry about the money, Bill. Yeah, I'll tell you exactly what we would like you to do with our winnings. Since you're so generous, give all the £50,000 to charity. Yeah, every single penny of it." Rodney screamed, diving across the sofa to grab the phone. "Dell, no." Dell easily pushed his skinny brother away, still talking into the receiver. "And if you phone here once again with your stupid pranks, Mickey, I'm going to come down to the Nag's Head and kick your arse into shredded duck. Goodbye." Dell slammed the phone down with a triumphant thud. "See, that's how you deal with pranksters. Show 'em you don't care." The room was completely, utterly silent. The air was thick with a new, terrifying kind of tension. "Dell," Rodney whimpered, pointing a trembling finger at the television screen in the corner. They had left the TV on, muted, tuned to the 24-hour news channel. Breaking news text was scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Breaking: BBC apologizes for game show error. Gold Rush producers confirm contestant Derek Trotter was incorrectly penalized. MR: Trotter has been contacted and has nobly donated his £50,000 winnings to charity. Dell stared at the screen. The letters seemed to burn into his retinas. "Jonathan," Dell whispered to the empty room. "He said give the $50,000 to charity. What a nice guy." Rodney fell to his knees, his gladiator helmet rolling across the cheap carpet. Raquel simply turned around and walked back into the bedroom, quietly closing the door. "Yes," Dell suddenly shouted, clapping his hands together in a desperate, horrifying display of broken psychology. He refused to accept the reality of what he had just done. He turned to Rodney with a wild, crazed grin. "Who do you people think we are? We're the Trotters. And we're back. Yes, £50,000 to charity. What a tax write-off. This time next year, Rodney, we'll be millionaires." Rodney just sobbed quietly into the carpet, the plastic sword clutched in his hands, knowing that for Trotter's independent traders, the game was finally, truly over. The Peckham Phoenix, a novelization of the Trotter Chronicles. Chapter 1, The Yellow Ghost of Peckham. The yellow three-wheeled Reliant Regal then rattled through the streets of Peckham like a skeletal remains of a decade everyone else had tried to forget. On its side, the faded lettering still defiantly proclaimed, Trotter's Independent Traders, New York, Paris, Peckham. It was a lie, of course. They had been to Paris briefly. They had never been to New York, and Peckham was currently trying its best to pretend they didn't exist. Derek Delboy Trotter sat behind the wheel, his rings catching the stray glints of a London sun that looked like it had been filtered through a greasy chip wrapper. He was humming the theme tune to his own life, a melody of seasons changing and tides turning. I'll fetch the suitcase from the van, he muttered to himself, a mantra of the perpetual salesman. Beside him sat Rodney. Rodney, the graduate with 2 GCEs and a brain that was currently a chaotic blender of existential dread and marital anxiety. Rodney was looking at the dashboard as if it were a ticking bomb. "What's up with you, Rodney?" Dell asked, his voice a gravelly mix of concern and irritation. "You look like a man who's just found out his lottery ticket was for last week's draw." "I'm a bit nervous, Dell," Rodney admitted, his voice cracking slightly. "This bloke we're going to see, this Justin, he's a documentary maker, right? He's not going to be asking me anything personal about my private life." Dell swung the van around a corner with the grace of a shopping trolley in a hurricane. "Of course he ain't. We're not that private, are we? We're public figures, the Trotters of Nelson Mandela House. But what about, you know, me and Cassandra, our hiccups?" Dell rolled his eyes. "He's not going to want to know about your little problems in the bedroom department, Rodney. Though, strictly speaking, if you're having hiccups in the bedroom, you're probably doing it wrong. I told you that in confidence," Rodney hissed, his face reddening to the color of a ripe tomato. "And I'm keeping it in confidence," Dell shouted back. "I'm not going to be telling him about jiffins and what Cassandra wears. I've got more class than that, mostly." Chapter 2, The Interrogator. Justin was the kind of man who wore spectacles not because he needed them, but because they made his expensive degree look even more expensive. His office was a minimalist vacuum of white walls and overpriced Scandinavian furniture. He looked at the Trotter brothers as if they were a rare species of beetle that had accidentally crawled onto his silk tie. "Sorry to keep you waiting," Justin said, his voice dripping with the practiced sincerity of a BBC middle manager. "It's been a particularly busy morning. Now, I've got all the basic details about your business career, the watches, the bottled water, the pre-war lead soldiers. But what I'd like to do is to get an insight into the real you." Dell leaned back, crossing his legs and adjusting his tie. He felt at home. give Del Boy an audience and a chance to rewrite history, and he was more dangerous than a shark in a tuxedo. How you started, how you became so successful, Justin continued, leaning forward. But more importantly, your lives and your race on the adder. Del blinked. Oh, no. Laboratory Garney. I don't use that stuff. It's all natural, this hair. Rodney groaned into his hands. He means reason for being. Del. I knew that. Del snapped. I was just checking if he did. Right then, Justin. Where shall I start? Up to a few years ago, we were just very ordinary people living very ordinary lives. Weren't we, Rodney? Rodney gave a hollow laugh. Ordinary. Del, our childhood involved hiding from the rent collector behind a sofa that was technically also being repossessed. Details, details. Del waved a hand dismissively. And then, as you know, one day I discovered an historic and almost priceless artifact. A watch. A Harrison Lesser watch. Found it in the back of a garage. It was like a sign from the gods of commerce. Chapter 3, The Golden Age. For a brief, shimmering moment in the mid-90s, the Trotters had been kings. The novel of their lives had transitioned from a gritty social drama to a glossy jet-set thriller. Anyway, Del continued, his eyes glazing over with the memory of pure, unadulterated wealth. At first, we didn't know what to do with it. We thought about donating it to the British Museum as a national treasure. We really did. We felt a sense of duty to the crown. We thought about it for exactly 3 seconds. Rodney corrected. And then we decided to flog it. Del grinned. 6.5 million quid. Justin, can you imagine that? 6.5 million of the Queen's finest nuggets. We divvied the dosh up, making sure our Uncle Albert got a nice little drink, bless his old seafaring soul, and we thought of others. We donated to charity, enormously, of course. We bought a round of drinks for the whole Mag's Head, Rodney whispered. That was our charity work. It felt like a charity, Del insisted. Have you seen the state of Trigger? He needs all the help he can get. So, eventually, we had to start thinking about our future. We sought out a city stockbroker, a man with a tie thinner than a strand of spaghetti and a brain like a calculator. He advised us to invest in a new and vibrant venture, a Central American market. Del stood up, pacing the small office. It was attracting massive funds from all over the world. We were making more money than the Royal Mint. We weren't just flat, Justin. We were ascendant. Chapter 4, The Fall of the Empire. The flashback in Del's mind was vivid. He remembered the heat of the Caribbean, the smell of expensive sun cream, and the feeling of a platinum credit card in his pocket, a card that felt like it had the power to stop the rotation of the earth if he swiped it hard enough. He remembered Raquel, his significant other, looking like a movie star in a wide-brimmed hat. He remembered young Damien, the fruit of his loins, playing on the deck of a yacht. He remembered Rodney and Cassandra, looking like they finally belonged in a world where the wine didn't come from a box. And then the music changed. It wasn't a sudden explosion. It was the sound of a phone not ringing. It was the sight of a computer screen flickering with red numbers that shouldn't have been there. She's into superstitions. The radio had been playing in the hotel lobby. Livin' La Vida Loca. It turned out, Del said, his voice dropping an octave, that negotiations between the Central American countries had collapsed, wiped out. The market didn't just crash. It evaporated. It was like someone had pulled the plug on the ocean. We'd even paid for the hotel on a credit card. Rodney added, the ghost of the trauma still visible in his eyes. A credit card which was withdrawn while we were still at the breakfast buffet. I was halfway through a bowl of exotic fruit, and suddenly I was an international pauper. Del nodded solemnly, but Derek Trotter is, if nothing else, a creative businessman. I came up with a solution. We had to leave. Fast. We ran, Rodney said. We literally ran for the airport while the concierge was still looking for the bill. Chapter 5. The Financial Wilderness. The return to the UK was not met with a ticker-tape parade. The news of the Trotter collapse had traveled faster than a Peckham rumor. How long did it take for the news to hit the UK? Justin asked, scribbling notes furiously. About as long as it took for someone to push a button on the internet. Del sighed. Suddenly, all our so-called business associates wouldn't return our calls. We were cast into a financial wilderness. It was like the desert, but with more rain and less sand. And then there was Mike. Rodney reminded him. Dole's face darkened. Mike Fisher, the landlord of the Nag's Head, a man who had seen the Trotters as his ticket out of the pub trade. Mike invested his life savings in our venture, Del explained. He actually remortgaged the pub. He's in prison now, awaiting trial. The fraud squad claims he tried to recoup his losses by embezzling the brewery. Never was a man more innocent. He confessed to everything, Del, Rodney pointed out. He was under duress. Del shouted. The pressure of the brewing industry is immense. The narrative shifted to the waiting room of the court. The atmosphere was thick with the smell of cheap coffee and the nervous sweat of Peckham's finest. Denzel was pacing, wearing the marble floor down. Uncle Albert was sitting there, looking like a weary old owl. Trigger was. Well, Trigger was staring at a wall, possibly having a conversation with his own shadow. Trig, if I go in there and tell the truth, Denzel had said, Del and Rodney are going to be spending the next 5 years sharpening Jeffrey Archer's pencils. I'm going to tell them I hear voices. Trigger had replied, with the terrifying sincerity of the truly confused. Chapter 6. The Wrong Side of the Grave. The funeral of Uncle Albert should have been a moment of dignified sorrow. Instead, It was a master class in Trotter-esque absurdity. The family stood in the biting cold of a coastal cemetery. Dell was genuinely heartbroken. Albert had been their anchor, the man who had survived the Battle of the Baltic only to be nearly killed by those cooking. "I feel bad," Dell whispered to Rodney as they stood by the grave. "Leaving him here on his own while we were off globe-trotting. We should have taken him to Barbados." "He didn't have a passport, Dell," Rodney reminded him. "He thought the Germans were still looking for him." They stood amongst a group of strangers. A woman named Marion was crying. A man named Roland was complaining about Albert's wartime sagas. "God, he did go on, didn't he?" Roland sneered. "Never bloody stopped. The John Wayne of the East End." Dill's blood began to simmer. It reached boiling point. He stepped forward, his eyes blazing. "You got to remember that a lot of blokes lost their lives for our liberty, just so that 50 years later, prats like you would have the freedom to knock them. You want to go outside and have a chat, Roland?" "Calm down, Dell," Rodney pleaded. It was only when the young boy, Damien, looked up at a passing plane and asked if it was a Spitfire that the reality hit them. "Wait a minute," Dell said, looking at the headstone. "Bunny. Why did you call him Bunny?" "Because his surname was Warren," Roland said. "Albert Warren. Raff." The silence that followed was heavy. "Rodney," Dell whispered, his face turning ashen. "We're at the wrong funeral." "Oh, let's go," Rodney hissed, grabbing Dill's arm. They fled the cemetery like grave robbers who had forgotten their shovels. Chapter 7, The Phoenix Arises, sort of. Back in Nelson Mandela House, the grandeur of the millionaire years felt like a dream someone else had had. The flat was cramped, the wallpaper was peeling, and the Inland Revenue was knocking on the door with the persistence of a woodpecker on a metal pole. "The court declared me bankrupt," Dell announced to the family. "But don't worry. I've worked it all out. I'm a trader. I could sell rice to the Chinese." "The firm's been liquidized, Dell," Rodney said, sitting at the kitchen table. "Disqualified," Dell corrected. "I've been disqualified from running it. That doesn't mean the company is dead. We just need a new managing director. Someone young. Someone enthusiastic. Someone with to GCEs." Rodney looked up, a glimmer of hope or madness in his eyes. "Me?" "Yes, you, Rodney. You can take over Trotter's independent traders. Legally, there's nothing to stop you. You're clean, mostly." And so, the new era began. Rodney Trotter, managing director. Dell took a back seat, or rather, he sat in the front seat and shouted directions while Rodney tried to drive. They were back in business. They were trading again. The goal, 48,750 for pounds. That was the debt. That was the mountain they had to climb. Chapter 8, The Golden Ticket. The idea for Gold Rush came to Dell like a divine revelation during a late-night session of channel hopping. It's a game show, Rodney, Del shouted, bursting into the living room. Jonathan Ross, you can win 100,000 quid. It's the fastest game show on TV. Del, you think King Edward introduced the potato to England? Rodney said flatly. I didn't hear the question properly. Del insisted. I've worked it out. I'm going to apply. This time next year, we'll be millionaires. Again. This time last week we were millionaires, Cassandra pointed out from the kitchen. But Del was already filling out the form. He wasn't just a bankrupt salesman from Peckham anymore. In his mind, he was a Renaissance man, a lover of fine wines, the theater, and 16th century Italian art. He was Derek Trotter, and the world hadn't seen the last of him. Chapter 9, The Brunei Connection. The telephone in the Trotter household was a fickle instrument. Sometimes it brought news of a consignment of hooky VCers. Other times, it was just the electric company wondering if Del intended to pay his bill within the current century. One evening, as Rodney was trying to maintain a facade of managing director gravitas, the phone rang. Trotter's Independent Traders. How may I help you? Rodney said, his voice an octave deeper than usual. Good evening, a voice responded, accented and dripping with importance. I am wishing to speak with managing director. This is he, Rodney said, puffing out his chest. My name is Rodney Trotter. I am representative of the Sultan of Brunei, the voice continued. Rodney's heart did a little tap dance against his ribs. He looked at Del, who was currently trying to clean a fake Rolex with a bit of spit and a rag. Del, it's the Sultan of Brunei. Del stopped rubbing the watch. Yeah, and I'm the Pope's golf partner. Give it here. But Rodney was already hooked. How may I be of assistance, sir? His Highness has seen your advertisement in the newspaper. He would like you to fly to Brunei and be his consultant. Rodney's eyes glazed over. He could see it now. Gold-plated yachts, silk robes, and a world where duty-free wasn't just a suggestion. Consultant. On what, specifically? Recently, the voice said, suppressed laughter starting to bubble through the accent, His Highness bought a crappy old three-wheeled van, and he wants to know how to start it on cold mornings. The line exploded into the unmistakable, high-pitched cackle of Nicky Pierce. Rodney slammed the phone down. I knew it was him. I was just winding him up. Del shook his head. Rodney, you're about as good at winding people up as a sundial in a coal cellar. Get back to your paperwork. Chapter 10, Fantasy Therapy. Rodney's marriage to Cassandra was, in his own words, a series of minor hiccups in the bedroom department. To address this, Rodney had turned to the modern equivalent of a witch doctor, a lifestyle magazine. It's called Fantasy Therapy. Cass, Rodney explained that night, his voice hushed. This expert in America says our troubles stem from memory baggage. We need to become different people, reborn. Cassandra looked at him over the top of her book. Different people. Do I get to be someone who lives in a house without a yellow vent parked outside? No, it's about iconoclastic autosuggestion. Rodney insisted. We write down our fantasy figure, and for one night, the other person becomes that figure. No dressing up required. It's all in the mind. All right, Cassandra sighed. I'll try anything to stop you talking about memory baggage. They wrote down their choices. Cassandra handed her slip to Rodney. He opened it and blinked. The bill. You want me to be a copper? Just a position of authority, Rodney, she said, a mischievous glint in her eye. Rodney's own fantasy involved a certain gladiator, or maybe a heroic figure from a film he'd seen recently. He didn't say it, but he had a plan. The next evening, the plan went horribly wrong. Dell burst into the flat to find Cassandra dressed in a full policewoman's uniform, complete with a baton and a look of professional disapproval. Rodney, on the other hand, was standing there in a leather tunic, looking like he'd been rejected from a low-budget production of Spartacus. Oh, my God, Dell shouted, nearly dropping his bag of takeaway. I thought we were being raided. Cassandra, I didn't know you'd joined the force. And Rodney, what are you? A Roman centurion with a vitamin D deficiency. It's a fancy dress party. Dell, Rodney yelled, his face turning a shade of purple that matched his tunic. We're going to a party. My ex-boss at the bank invited us. At 5:30, Dell asked, skeptical, a bit early for a rave, isn't it? It's an early party for people who have to be up for work. Rodney grabbed Cassandra's arm. Come on, Reg Hollis, let's go before he starts asking for our badges. Chapter 11, The Lights of Gold Rush. The BBC television studios were a labyrinth of cables, tired security guards, and the smell of industrial-grade hairspray. Dell stood in the wings of the Gold Rush set, adjusting his suit. He told the producers he was a connoisseur of the arts. He'd told them his hobbies included fine wines and 16th century Italian Renaissance art. In reality, his knowledge of fine wine stopped at anything that didn't have a screw top, and the only Renaissance art he owned was a framed picture of a crying boy that he'd bought at a car boot sale in 1984. Welcome to another edition of the show that is taking the country by storm. The voice of Jonathan Ross boomed through the speakers. This is Thursday. This is live. This is Jonathan Ross, and this is Gold Rush. Dell stepped onto the stage, his smile fixed, his rings gleaming under the studio lights. Beside him were his competitors, Mike Wallace, a financial advisor who looked like he'd swallowed a lemon, and Janice Scott, who seemed genuinely terrified of the cameras. And finally, Ross announced, "We have Derek Trotter from Peckham." Derek is a businessman who lives with Raquel, his significant other. His